All right, what is going on, everybody? We are back, and with me right now is Tyler and Hayden. What's going on, guys?
Hey, how's it going?
Yeah.
Sound so excited, so excited. Right
Well,
now,
look,
it's-
it's been a couple weeks since we've done this, so
speak for
Yeah.
yourself. Me and Hayden were on this Monday. Go check it out.
yeah. Well,
And Nick was Nick here Monday?
Yeah, he was.
here
He was
Monday.
for a little
he
bit.
was on
Yeah,
there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, it
I
was
was
fun.
gonna say it wasn't just James and I.
Yeah, I've been able to. I haven't really been able to play like so many games, so it's been nice. Oh,
Yeah.
get this. So I found out that when you use a credit card on Amazon, you can use like your credit card points, right? You know, the things that you get, like, $2, $1 for every, so and so dollars you spend, those kind of points. You can just use those directly on Amazon now with Capital One. So I went ahead and used my points and got myself like a actual, like, real gaming mouse. And it is so freaking nice. I need to turn down the volume a little bit on.
Is his mic cutting out for you too, Tyler? or is
Yeah,
it just
yeah.
me?
I thought it was just my headphones.
Dang it! Why is this mic cutting out? Let's see.
Oh, there's always something, isn't
It's
there?
like you're really far away and then right up to it. Like it just goes back and forth.
How about now?
That's
yeah, it
good.
sounds good now.
I don't know if it'll stay that way.
We'll
Say an entire
see.
paragraph.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I just upped the gain on it, and maybe that might help out a little bit. Maybe it was cutting out because it wasn't actually, if it's kind of
Getting
low.
enough gains.
Yeah, I gotta have the gains. Gotta get the gains.
Your mic has to cultivate mass. Is that what you're saying?
Well, what's weird is, so when I'm doing streaming, I have to like up the gain up like crazy for it to really do much and for it to really work right. But
Right.
when I'm recording, I have to like take the gain all the way down.
Yeah.
So it's kind of weird.
Just OBS shit, probably.
Possibly, I really don't know. But yeah, if I have to gain up, some days if I have to gain up, it just comes out like it should, where the gain's up and it sounds all super loud and crackly. But yeah, sometimes it's like almost like it has to be. All right, inviting you, Tyler. Inviting you, Hayden. Man, I want the custom game browser back already.
No.
I want to
It's
play some
coming.
more. I'd say I want to play some more Jenga. That was so much fun.
Yeah, Jenga, Duck Hunt, Fat Kid. All those
Yeah.
classic Halo game types. Mainly Halo 3. Halo 3 had the best custom games.
Reach had good ones too.
Yeah, but I don't
No,
know.
I agree.
think
Well, for one, I like
were
the
just
Halo
more
3
fun-
physics engine way better.
Yeah, and 3s were just more fun because you had to improvise more. Like the Forge wasn't as good.
Escalation Slayer. What's that? Earn points with each. Oh yeah, that's the thing. Where you like, it's basically gun game, right?
Yeah, it's a gun game from COD.
So is that in all the Halos or what?
It's in 2, 3, and 4, I think.
Oh, well, let's try that. I guess it's free for all gun game.
I'd say let's go for it.
Was that the one that we played last time where somebody just typed in the text chat, like, why would they make this? Like, this is so bad. I mean, I liked it.
And everyone watching, I am drinking a nice Guinness today.
Ah, nice.
God, I forgot how much I love Guinness. I bought like a bunch of Guinness for the boxing match that was on last weekend. And oh my gosh, it's just so good. Like, I know it's more
Well,
expensive, so I don't buy as much of it, but
It's quality. You're paying for the quality.
it is, and it's like one of the few beers that you can buy at any store that's always really good quality.
Yeah.
So and it's
And hell,
out.
it tastes even better at a bar or a restaurant.
Oh, I know. If it's only poured, it has to be poured correctly though. So if you go to a shit
Yep.
bar where you don't understand how to pour just any dark thick beer, then they just
Right.
really sucks. But yeah, Guinness is great. I'll tell you one thing. I need to get some more of that one beer I got while I was at the airport when I was flying out to where the hell was I flying out to? Kentucky, yeah, where it was that coffee dark beer, and it was so good. I don't know why. Flying, I always have that morning beer. Like, I don't know why.
Yeah.
It's probably bad, but I guess it's a habit now, which is worse. but
Sam, I am.
like I literally at one time had a beer at 5 a.m. in the morning in the airport.
See, I don't think I've ever had a beer in the morning, and I don't know if I would really
God.
want to, because I think I would feel horrible about myself.
So here's the thing, all the barbecue events I've done, you know, like you're cooking all through the night, so it's like, you know, you eventually fall asleep at 2
I think your
a.m.
mic is cutting.
Yeah, it's
back
coming out again.
Aha. Triple kill. Dang it. Am I still cutting out?
Damn.
Damn
Do
it.
what? Am I still cutting
I
out?
got the second fucking weapon. Oh, okay, never mind. I still get to keep it. Cool.
Can you hear me?
It's like if it dies every time you, or if it resets every time you die, I mean, that'd be lame.
Right.
Hey, can y'all hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, we can hear you
Okay.
now.
I'm at the focus rifle.
Cool. Oh, jeez. Damn it, Tyler.
Got him.
Oh shit, I fell down a window.
It happens to the best of us.
Yeah. You ain't the best. Nah, I'm just kidding.
I'm doing pretty
Damn.
bad right now. I did very well
Damn,
to start
son.
off with. Like I got like a triple kill right off the bat, and now I'm just haha.
Oh, shit.
How are you still alive?
Yeah.
Aha.
Tyler's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn it, Tyler.
Damn it.
You know if you punch people you don't get the point, Tyler.
Yeah, you do, because I punched Tyler and I got.
No,
a
I,
point.
I didn't get a point.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, I switched guns. That's all I really cared about.
Well, there's
Get
also
off
a new
the
weapon
fucking
switch
plasma.
every
Well, no, because, like, I killed it.
Damn it, Tyler, I could have won.
No. Oh, jeez.
Someone come to my sword.
Nah, I'm good.
That's that.
Tyler,
It's
you
gonna
bitch.
say-
Damn it.
That wasn't me. I just got assist.
Yes, but you punched me away.
I didn't punch you away. I shot you. There's difference.
Okay, I got, like, fucking...
Yes!
Is that it? Oh, okay.
Yeah, I
I think
won.
that was it.
I kicked your ass. That's what happened. Wait,
No,
what?
no, it's
What?
not
What?
it.
Fuck
oh, wait.
yes.
Still
Okay.
going.
I forgot it's rounds.
Hyperactivism. Sounds like a disease.
I'm over here
I know it's
celebrating like I
not.
won the whole damn game. I feel embarrassed
Yeah.
now.
Yeah, you should.
Pretty pathetic.
It's pretty awkward. Tyler and I didn't even know what to say.
I know.
Let's see.
Oh, great,
Where-
the plasma repeater. Love that for me.
It's not a bad gun. It just was kind of like, why?
Oh, it sucks.
It doesn't suck.
They
It's,
have a plasma rifle in the game.
yeah, but
like, it
plasma
didn't even
repeater is more
replace
does
the
more
weapon.
damage.
It didn't even replace the weapon it was supposed to.
It wasn't supposed to replace the weapon.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess they claimed it was, but that was never actually the point. The point
I
was
guess.
to have the elites to have something that was still in line with the assault rifle. That way you could have the invasion game type. That was the whole reason they added it in.
Damn it.
An invasion, I mean, kind of sucks. Like in hindsight.
In hindsight, but
Good
at the
for-
time, everyone loved it.
Oh yeah. No, I mean it's good for like one map. But yeah. Yay! Okay.
Damn, son.
Hayden!
What?
I mean, that.
I wouldn't say this is awful, but it's definitely not my favorite.
Yeah, Reach's
Not
gun game
awful.
is really not the best.
Well, cause like, I don't know, the guns just don't feel all that good.
Especially the Covenant ones. I don't know why. I'm just never been a big fan of the Covenant guns in Reach.
Yeah.
Well, I guess which game does have your favorite Covenant guns then?
Probably Halo 3?
Probably what I was gonna say.
1 or 3. I can't really
Yeah.
decide.
Yeah, honestly.
Both are
3.
good contenders.
Like in 1, they're all fucking beastly.
Well, and also they had some special effects that people forget, like
That's not much of a special effect.
no, like the plasma rifle in Halo 1 actually slowed down, or slowed you down in multiplayer. Like you couldn't turn and it glitched you out a little bit. Like all the plasma weapons did that in Halo 1, and then for some reason that just disappeared in all other Halos. And then they didn't really have any special effects until Halo 3, when the plasma pistol could disable vehicles, which was awesome.
Yeah. Well, in Halo 2, they just kind of nerfed the shit out of a lot of the guns that were really
because
good.
all Covenant guns are made to be dual wielded, which made it kind of, they had to nerf them all, which kind of sucked.
Ugh, Jesus Christ. Not you, my.
Hey, Allie, what's up?
Hey.
She said, so Nacho's
Hey,
on the
Allie.
counter. Crazy stuff, huh? Tyler? Decipher.
What?
So we were watching this video while we were eating dinner, and what it was it's a bunch of people who like to put like a whole smorgasbord of food on a countertop. So someone was making like macaroni and cheese with hot dogs on a counter, like without a
Ugh.
plate, and then mixing it with their hands.
Why would you watch such a thing?
It was like a video making fun of it more than anything.
Oh,
Well, I
is
guess
this
that's a bit
How
more
To
acceptable.
Basic or something?
No.
What it makes me
Like
think of.
I think it was more like TikTok or something.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, and it was thoroughly disgusting. They did like macaroni and cheese with hot dogs. They did nachos, and like the worst part of it was they used that like fake ass looking cheese
Ugh.
that looks like yellow glue.
Ugh.
Yeah.
I know exactly what you're talking about. I had somebody actually tell me that fake cheese like that is better than real cheese.
Yeah, they can suck the fast part of my ass.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, don't get
everybody
me
was
wrong.
Talking about like how
Like
great
for
Taco
a
Bell was
cheeseburger,
sometimes.
I'll take like the standard like American slice, but at least that's still kind of real.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not good cheese, but it goes good on a burger. But that's like as far as I
It
go.
It is
Yeah, give
real
me-
cheese at this point. It's just not very good cheese.
Look, give me some good like Munster cheese or something.
So hey, here's something funny. So I looked something up just to prove a point to Cat, and now I've been getting ads for it nonstop. So
Yep,
apparently there's a
that-
site that sells breast milk cheese.
Oh my god.
I'm sorry. No, that's not allowed.
So I looked it up just to prove to Cat, because I
Gotta
said
buy it to find out.
it was one of the things we were talking about. Like she had goat cheese on her sandwich, whatever. I went, yeah, I mean, really, any milk could be turned into cheese. And she was like, well, not probably every milk. I went, no, about every milk can be turned into cheese, just about. And she went, I mentioned like, yeah, even breast milk. She goes, no, it can't. I went, typed it in. Here's where you can buy breast milk cheese. Disgusting.
Jesus.
Who would
I
ever
always
think?
hear like breast. I always hear breast milk kind of tastes like cereal milk.
So
little
it
bit.
tastes very much like unpasteurized milk.
Oh,
And
okay.
you know this. How?
Come
Well,
on,
because-
you know how he knows this.
Well, no, I mean it's a very simple thing. It's like, you take the like we've heated up her bottle or or milk, in a bottle to feed him at night because he likes the bottle at night and he'll actually eat every bit of it, so that way he'll sleep better. And so of course, you put it on your hand to make sure it's not too hot, and then it's like, well, I could wipe my hand off or I could just lick it off, so I just lick it off.
Right.
You.
I mean,
Yeah.
And I was curious. I mean,
look. Here's the thing. If I were in James' shoes,
It's like
I would
a
try
three.
to. Okay. I would try to. I don't blame him one goddamn bit.
Why did you shave the dog? I was curious.
why is it so dark?
Let's see. Oh, jeez. God. Yeah, Halo 2 Anniversary for some reason, like it's really dimly lit.
Well, it's not always. This is it's like one. Remember when they came out with those filters that you could put in Forge?
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, they had those in 3, didn't they?
Yeah, they did. But it's just one of those filters.
Oh, well, that's cool.
It's cool, but I'm like, why for this?
Eh.
I do like the dual wielding silenced SMGs.
Yeah.
Yeah, the ODST ones are pretty cool. Damn it. Fucking. Oh, man. Well, this guy with a shotgun is just cleaning up.
Don't let him. He'll get too many kills and win.
What do you mean, don't let? He comes up to me and I'm dead. And in Halo 2, the shotgun is very inconsistent.
Yeah, it really is.
Sometimes it's across the fucking map, and then sometimes you're right on top of him and it doesn't kill him.
Jeez, what hit me? And who sucked with it?
I got killed by a rocket, I think.
Yeah, it sounded like a rocket hit me, but did like no damage.
Oh, jeez.
Son of a bitch.
Oh, I should have got that kill. I mean, I should have, I guess, stole the kill. Would have been a better way of putting it, but I'm not doing good this game.
Oh, shit.
Normally, I do very good in gun game. Oh, damn it. Hayden, what was that? Is Hayden still here?
Hayden?
Sorry, somebody... I was distracted for a second.
I just saw, I was like running at you like, ah, and then like you just like stopped moving. And then I was like, all right, well, I guess I'll kill you when a sniper shot took your head off.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Damn it. That would have been a really cool kill if he didn't shoot me with a rocket.
Aha. Shotgun.
Meh.
So you know what movie series I pretty much binged this week?
What?
What?
The Saw movies.
Oh,
Oh,
God.
jeez.
I mean, the first few are alright, but
I like the first 3,
yeah.
but after that, it just turned shit really fast.
Very few horror movie series like that. I don't know. As many
I mean-
sequels as they make for them, very few of them, like, all the sequels are good.
So
Well,
I'll
because-
still sort of defend the one where I guess you find out the guy who's continuing on the Jigsaw killings after Jigsaw's dead. Yeah, what's his name?
Hoffman.
Yeah, the one where he finishes it and he's still alive, and the other guy gets crushed in like a trash compactor.
Oh,
Like,
dude, that's like the worst one.
I actually will still defend that one sort of in the sense of I agree it is not good at all, but at least it ended it in such a way where I thought you could have ended the series there and been okay. Then they went and made another.
See, I don't know.
So
I don't
like
even know
Resident
that would
Evil,
have been
where
a
they
good
called
end.
the second to last
Yup.
one the final chapter.
Well, it's like the thing about it is at least it ends it in such a way where I go, all right, so Jigsaw's, the Jigsaw killings will forever continue. The guy's not gonna be found because they think it's this other dude who's now been killed in a trash compactor, and it ends it in a way where I could go, okay, so the Saw universe, I can see where it goes on without the movies existing anymore. While
Right.
the other ones, like, it's not as much, I guess. Nah, sucked.
Uh-huh.
Again, I'll agree with you. It's not a very good movie.
No, it's one of those movies where, like, truly nothing happens.
The pacing is one of the
it's
worst of
wheel
all the
spin-
movies.
It's wheel spinning, the movie, the part where you have other people in traps, they don't connect to anything whatsoever.
Nothing.
It is so random.
I will say, which one was it where they had the cop actually doing the traps for Jigsaw?
That was number 4.
Okay, again, I will also defend the idea of that was at least a unique idea if it was done better.
My problem with that is, like, his whole thing is that he's too obsessed with, like, being a cop and, like, finding people who are kidnapped by Jigsaw. So Jigsaw's, like, mode of thinking is, well, he's too obsessed with this, and he's not appreciating life. I'm gonna kill his friends. And I'm gonna make him kill people to see my ways.
To me.
Well, I think more it was, hey, I'll make him see the error of his own thinking, and he'll understand my way of looking at the world after this. And if he doesn't,
crazy person.
Yeah, but the
and he's
problem
like,
with that is,
so accept my line of thinking, because if you don't, then I'm killing your friend.
the problem is, like, Jigsaw's all about, I want people to value their life.
Which
How
got
is
dropped
what you're
pretty
doing
quick
making
after.
people value their fucking lives?
The only one where that was true was the first one. The first one you can make that argument because it was actually somewhat well done.
I mean,
So,
yeah.
now the only
It's the better set out of all of them, except it's still the matter of he puts a drug addict in, like, a bear trap on her head.
Okay, that's the only one that doesn't, because
and it's suddenly that's supposed to change her life, make her value life more.
well, no, the issue is that she kept falling back to the wrong people, and so the idea was she had to cut the people out of her life who would help lead her to his disastrous ways.
How's that gonna help anyway?
I gotta say, as someone that's never seen these movies, this just sounds really fucking stupid.
I mean, they are stupid. There's no doubt about that.
Oh yeah, no, they are. Don't get me wrong, they are.
But I would say, like, the guy who was, for the most part, like a lot of the obstacles they put in there, it wasn't. They were at least fair tests, is the thing. Like, they weren't so abhorrent to the point.
Probably in the first movie they were fair tests.
That's what I'm saying. That in the first
second movie.
I'll say in the first movie, the guy who has to crawl through barbed wire, right? How when they find him, they basically just say he had like hours to do this, but he just sprinted through, and that's what killed him. Like, it was a very actually fair test where if he took his time, he probably would have been just fine. It was more so you died because of your own problems, basically.
Well, he was also locked in. He was also locked in there after like 20 minutes too.
That was it. Is that the timer was more than 20 minutes. The timer was plenty of time for him to get it done. It's just that he chose to rush.
Well, the problem with that is that when the way they showed it and the way they edited it, it made it look like he got locked in there and then he died.
Well, see, I didn't get that at all, because they
that's what's shown in the movie.
Well, I know it's what's shown, but like, immediately after, a detective goes, he had this on to do it, and he sprinted through and died well before the thing closed. Like, she just straight up says it.
I don't remember her saying that. I'm not gonna deny that. I just don't remember her saying that.
And what I will say is, again, like, for the most part, all the tests in there were extremely doable,
right?
But still difficult, right? Like, none of them to me were on that just unfair level where it was like, man, who the fuck would do this?
Now the later movies, they're just mean.
They are.
They're really fucking mean.
The first one isn't me.
It's mean, but it's fair.
Compared to the other future movies. Because, like, in the sixth one, when it's about, like, the fucking healthcare and the health insurance guy.
Yeah, where he loses his health insurance and then says, if only we had socialized medicine, and then kills the insurance company. It was...
Look, it was bad because, like, every single time Jigsaw started talking about it, it sounded like a bullet point that was just copied and pasted on the internet.
Yeah. And not only that,
like a natural line.
Not only that, but everyone who died none of them deserved it. The only person who deserved it was the person who chose who died.
Especially the janitor that first died.
Yeah.
No, because Hayden, I need you to realize how unfair this was. So the trap is that the janitor has high blood pressure and is a smoker. And he put on this device where if he, like, breathes, he has something squeezing through his rib cage.
And so it was a contest.
Jigsaw's expecting him to hold his breath compared to a guy who is perfectly healthy. when that janitor did nothing. As far as we know, he did nothing.
Well,
He swept the floor of the evil establishment.
I'll eat my ass, Jigsaw. Not all of us can just hang out in abandoned buildings and still live.
should have taken after your brother, Table Saw. That was a good man.
God, yeah, that one was awful. That was. I remember I had a
will say- I
bootleg.
will say
I had a
this in
bootleg
defense of
version
Six,
of it, and I still wanted my money back.
I'll say this in defense of 6, though. I love that the carousel scene.
But I'm like, why did they deserve to die?
Well, no, I mean that's kind of what I liked about it. Like, it's the first time you actually feel something for a decision a character is making.
Oh, jeez. What is this, Halo 1?
Yeah,
I,
just
I
regular
thought for some
old.
reason
See
this
how-
was still going to be escalations there.
like, you feel how hard the decision is during that scene.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm more just going like, why the fuck is this happening? That's all that was going through my mind.
And like the problem is like every now and again someone will mention to Jigsaw, you know, what you're doing is killing. And Jigsaw will just go, no, it's not. And then the conversation just ends. There's like no form of discussion about it.
Well, I mean, do you want to sit there and have a lengthy discussion with that man?
I was going to say, I don't think the movie is like... I mean, I've never seen it, but that doesn't really sound like what it's going for.
Well, the first one kind of did. That's the thing. Like,
Yeah.
the first one, you actually kind of were questioning a little bit of, okay, so is he kind of good? Is he kind of like... There was at least some questioning behind it, even if you disagreed with the reasonings.
Right. But in the sequels, Jigsaw just turns into the morality police.
He's not even that. Like because
Well,
again,
killing
he just picks out people who sometimes don't even deserve it.
Like
I
I
want
think
like
in
a
one
really
movie,
petty Jigsaw. Like he
Oh,
kills
yeah.
the guy that cuts in line at the supermarket or something.
it almost sometimes appears it's going to be that way.
Well, I mean, because he goes like, "You saw me in the hospital, yet you did nothing." It's like, dude, I knew you as patient number 4. What the fuck do you expect?
I had a head cold. What do you want me to do?
And like at one point, I think he gets on the doctors, and like the doctors really like, "Well, we didn't know you had cancer. Well, you should have done better tests." And it's like, dude, they did the best they could.
The only
Should've
time where
done
that
better.
the only time it actually starts to make sense is when you have Amanda in that movie, where she doesn't want to help people at all. She just straight up kills people.
Yeah,
And you realize like maybe the trap kind of fucked her up a little bit more than it helped.
yeah, it just gave her a power trip.
And it
Or
seems
instead
like
of
for a-
heavily relying on people, and I'm gonna make it sound deep, even though it's not at all deep, and this was not their intentions whatsoever.
Right.
But
Right.
it, she
think I
goes
may
from
know
someone
where
who
you're going with
relies too much on other people and on their approval to basically going, I want control over other people's lives in the same way that they were in control of mine.
But you see, that would work if the writers didn't have 2 days to write their scripts.
I know. Again, the first, I really do love the first Saw. I really do.
Oh,
I
yeah,
think
no,
I think the first Saw is a great movie. The twist at the end was totally unexpected. Like when it came out, like it was if you didn't know there was a twist at the end, that twist was like phenomenal. It was great.
Look, I remember
There's a twist?
first.
Oh yeah, dude, the twist at the end of the first one is awesome. Fair way to help.
What's the twist?
I'd say, well, I'm about to say, I know you're not going to go out and watch it, and if you do, the thing is, once you know there's a twist, I think it's pretty easy to know what the twist is. But
It's like Old Boy.
yeah.
Everybody
Yeah,
knows
pretty
the
much.
twist.
But so
Or the
the
Sixth
thing
Sense.
is, like, there's 2 people locked in a room basically, and there's like a dead guy on the floor with a gun, who I guess blew his brains out, right? And so the test is, it is a convoluted test to a certain regard, I guess, explained very quickly, but put simply, whoever basically, they're both chained to the wall on other sides of the room, but whoever kills the other can walk out, and they both don't want to kill one another. They both would kind of just want to figure their own way out, right? So throughout the movie, there's a guy who's been doing it all, basically, Jigsaw, right? They've shown like scenes with them doing all this stuff, right? Who, he kidnapped one of the guys, the guy's family, and basically, listen, if you don't kill that dude, or if you try to go against the rules of the game, I'll kill your family. So don't break the rules of the game. And so all the way up to that point, you know, you're thinking he's Jigsaw. So at the end of the movie, though, where, you know, one guy, they kind of win, like he, you know, of course, saws his own foot off and all that stuff. He shoots the other guy. Basically, he's like, you know, I don't want my family to die. No, because he hears like what's happening over the phone with, you know, his wife trying to fight off the guy who's going to kill her, which she does. But, you know, he freaks out because, you know, he doesn't want his family to die, obviously. And he saws his own foot off, grabs the gun in that one dead man's hand, loads it, and, you know, shoots the other guy. But it doesn't kill him. It only, like, you know, kind of just wounds him, you know, very badly. But after he walks out saying he's going to go get help for, you know, both of them, the guy in the middle of the room stands up, and it turns out the dead guy in the middle the whole time was Jigsaw. And then you find out the guy who you thought was Jigsaw had his own recording of saying what he had to do. So it's convoluted. What? Yeah, how about to say it's a little convoluted.
The guy recorded for himself what he was going to do.
No. So Jigsaw gave the guy who you think is Jigsaw. It turns out he also has a recording from Jigsaw.
He is going through his own trap right now.
Yeah, his own trap was to set up the main trap.
That's kind of stupid.
It was actually good for a time. Okay, wait 1 second. Cat's calling me.
Oh yeah, sure.
Damn.
But yeah, no, I started watching the movies just so because that Spiral movie is coming out, or it came out today.
Oh.
What's
it's Spiral. It's like I think it's like
the
supposed
dragon?
to take place in the same world as Saw.
Oh.
And it's kind of sort of a sequel. I have no idea, but I wanted to see it, and I thought, I can listen to the Saw movies while I'm working.
My new my show that I'm recommending to people now is Harley Quinn. It's not my show.
Yeah, I remember. I heard you mention that in the last show. That actually is a pretty decent show.
Hey, I'll be right back. Kat just needs me to help her out with something involving the baby real quick.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
Go ahead, man.
I'm pretty sure I just gotta hold him while she uses the bathroom.
Take your time.
I gotta use the bathroom too. Speaking of which,
Tyler, you must
James.
have.
Well, back out of the game.
I know, I'm trying. All right, Tyler, entertain the watchers while I go help out the baby for like 2 minutes.
Awesome. All right. Hope everyone's doing well tonight. Thank you for joining us. It's been a few weeks since we've been able to actually stream with everyone, just because James just had his kid. Congratulations to James for that. So no, very excited to be back. And for anyone who knows of my YouTube channel, the Tyler SP, or is it Tyler SP? Somehow I don't even know the name of my own fucking channel. Tyler-SP, if you guys are listening. I do videos on film and television coming soon, hopefully. I was considering maybe doing something for Saw, but I'm not entirely sure. So, but more videos will be coming soon, but check out that channel, subscribe. I absolutely love doing it, so. Oh, I'm hearing some stuff. James did not put his shit on mute. Hopefully he don't start talking about something he don't need to be. But hope everyone's doing well tonight. Been a long week. I mean, fuck, it's been a long year, so looks like we're just starting to get out of things. So get your shots, make sure you're staying healthy. Let's go ahead and all do our parts. That's all I'm going to say about that.
Okay.
I don't know if I'm just talking about that.
Wait, what?
Hey,
Is it something controversial? What was it?
Oh no, I was just saying, like, everyone stay healthy out there. You know, do your part. You know, if you can, get your shots. So, I just left it at that, though.
Yeah, about to say it's good. The CDC said that if you're vaccinated, then don't really need masks anymore, which is good because that encourages people to get vaccinated. So that's also really nice.
Exactly. Hopefully that causes more people to do it. I know I had my first shot last week.
Yeah, I mean, again, I'll probably eventually get one. Right now, a doctor's advised, at least Kat. I know he advised Kat not to get it, just because they haven't really done.
I mean, I would at least get, if I were you, I would at least get it. You know.
Well, the doctor
Especially since
basically
it's available to everyone.
And the doctor said, don't really worry about too much. Wait till he's a bit older, just because me being, if I do have an adverse reaction, get like a little bit sick, like some people get, for like a week or so, sometimes after the shot, then that might just be kind of frustrating. And he basically went, you've already had it, so there's not really, he basically already said, listen, you've already had it, and you've also basically informed him the fact of, I have been basically, how do you say it? Exposed, I guess, to, people who've had it like so many times at this point. He basically just said, at this point, it seems like you have a natural immunity because you've already had it and everything. So don't rush, just whenever you can. Just know you might still get some adverse reactions. So maybe wait till, you have a better handling on the kid.
Yeah, no, that's completely fair.
And he advised Kat not to get it until after she's done breastfeeding. So.
Gotcha. Okay.
Just because he was like, listen, it hasn't been approved by the FDA yet. He's like, there is no human trials. This is the human trial. So as far as we know, it works. Fantastic. Awesome. RNA.
I'm about to say, it seems to be working. So.
And again, RNA and the idea that we have something now that's a vaccination that doesn't actually expose you to the illness, but just makes it so your body knows how to fight off an illness. You don't even have to have the antibodies. I mean, the RNA vaccine does not give you antibodies. All it really does is makes it so when you catch the disease, you won't fall victim to the symptoms. Like, you'll still catch COVID with the vaccine. It's just you won't be sick from it. That's an amazing advancement in vaccine. That's astounding. And the fact that the Trump administration was able to get done in less than a year with Operation Warp Speed. I mean, before that, the longest.
So let me ask you then: do you think it might be a little bit too early to be calling for no mask if you're fully vaccinated?
No, I'd say.
I mean, if you can still get it, I mean, you can still carry it and give it to someone else.
Yeah, so at that point, I say personal responsibility. I mean, I've always said that.
Yeah.
But again, it's up to different places to have their own rules. I mean, I really don't care one way or another. Obviously, I fly a lot, so I have to double when I fly in some places. So I really don't really care.
You even have to stay in places before you can even go do anything.
Yeah, I've not done that yet. I flew into Jersey. That way I didn't have to fall victim to that in New York. That workout it done. I'm not going to worry about that shit. But, yeah, so, I mean, I'm excited that, it looks like, rollouts are going well with it. Everything seems to be fine. But I'm more excited not so much for, the fact that COVID vaccines are going down. I'm just excited that RNA vaccines are a thing, because that could really, I mean, this could really lead to vaccinations for things that we otherwise never even knew could be vaccinated against. If we can we can actually program your body to be immune to certain things, that might lead to immunities against things as simple as strep throat. I mean, seriously, and there's a lot of different things this could lead to. So
fat sack.
That is amazing. And the fact he's the only keyboard user is great.
That's
only Captain Fat Sack would be PC Master Race. But no, so I'm all excited for him. I mean, obviously I haven't had one yet, just because the doctor said don't worry about it right now, and Kat was told not to get it. But I mean, yeah, they said after they said just wait till after she's done breastfeeding, just because the doctors just said there hasn't been enough trials on it to really know for sure. He said just she's already been exposed through me. I mean, for God's sake, we were having sex while I was sick with COVID.
Ew.
So
that's gross.
That is.
Listen,
gross.
I have a child, all right? At this point, I think everyone knows. For all I know, he might be a COVID baby in more ways than one. But
oh my God!
I just picture you just. It's like all over.
Listen, all right, I like sex.
Okay, James, that's great.
Clearly you do.
But yeah, so it's like she's, Corn Dog, she's like you probably already have the immunity. You're fine. I wouldn't risk it with breastfeeding yet, just because there hasn't been enough human trials on it yet when it comes to breastfeeding. or for mothers in general. So, you know, said, you know, you probably will be
understand that.
fine, but he recommended no.
And I understand that. My main point was just, you know, if you can, just try to.
Oh yeah, no, yeah. Talk to your doctor. Talk to your doctor. Your doctor says you're good to get it. Get it.
Because
You know?
I unfortunately know quite a few people in my life who are refusing to actually get it. So.
Yeah.
I mean, at this point, if you're vaccinated, the risk is on them, which is good. So long as everyone has the opportunity to get vaxxed, that at least leads to the ability where people can decide for themselves, which I'm in favor of. So, you know, if you're concerned about it, at least you can now get vaccinated. That's fantastic. That's awesome. You know,
Right.
And also, I mean, you know, obviously, more vaccinations, the better. As well as, you know, just dang company that with some people who are now just being more naturally immune just because of constant exposure, because it's just out there now for everyone. So
Right.
I think we're turning the corner with it all, which is nice.
Especially with numbers going down.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, then look at India. I mean, granted,
Yeah.
you know, it's a country where a lot of people
Listen,
shit in the streets.
I was about to
so-
say, they shit in the streets. I mean, I know people say it's offensive to say, but it's true. Like, it's over
Look, I mean,
50%.
I'm not even saying that in an insulting way. That's awesome.
How is that awesome?
It's not awesome. That's
the amount of
That's how
freedom
you get
that I wish I could
cholera.
have.
Cholera's killed more people on Earth than almost anything, and it's because people shit where they shouldn't.
I'm just saying, it's free. It's total freedom.
It's
You
free.
ain't gotta worry about. You ain't gotta worry about.
Put up porta potties. It's just as free.
You know when they say you don't have to worry about shit, you actually do in India.
Now, admittedly, I had to worry about shit when I was in New York, just because, you know, there's shit on the streets there. But,
Ew.
Yeah, I'm sure.
well, dude, there's shit on the streets there. I mean, San Francisco has a poop
I
patrol,
don't,
for
yeah,
God's
no, I'm
sake.
not denying that. I totally agree with you. I'm sure there is.
About say, yeah, San Francisco has a poop patrol, for God's sake. Who just goes around and cleans up homeless people's poop.
How do you put that on
the
a
worst
resume, by
job
the
in
way?
the world.
Hey, listen, it pays 6 figures and has a ton of benefits. So, I mean,
Yeah,
Shit,
I mean, in
but
that case,
I
yeah.
can get me.
it's a dirty
know
job,
why
but
that was
somebody's
so
got to do it.
Yeah, I guess, yeah, somebody.
Now, the worst issue, to be honest, what's worse than the shit is all the needles and shit. That's the worst one.
Yeah.
The needles to me are way worse than the.
Can I
shit
use one of
is.
those like old people grabbers? Like the little like long arm with the little claw. Just pick up each little syringe.
Listen, I'm at a point
And
now where
or
I really think city
piece of
life
poop.
is one of the most barbaric things ever. Like, it's just awful.
There's somebody that I know that actually says that we should all live in cities because then it would reduce emissions and help save the planet. Because we
I
would
don't know
have to
that-
have
It would
mass
also-
transit instead of
It would also
cars.
increase illnesses. Like, we know that.
Yeah.
Also,
but,
it also
you know.
increases suicide and depression. That's also a big thing.
Yeah,
there's
but
that.
you know.
They've really done plenty of studies where they've taken people who are like near suicidal and just dropped them in nature for a week, just doing regular things like camping and stuff with people, and they come back like completely refreshed and feeling so much better about life. And it's just because
Yeah.
getting
she's,
away
she's
in
she's one of
nature
those
is
people
amazing.
where it's kind of don't confuse me with the facts.
Oh, gotcha.
Like, again, I'm on the verge of hippie over here where I literally say, nah, the best thing would be if everyone lived like, if everyone just had like 10
In a
acres of
shack in the
land.
mountains.
Like, not to get political or start a political discussion, but this is just like a brief little tidbit.
Go ahead.
She
We're
actually,
talking about
she actually wants an all-out civil war.
There's a
She
lot
thinks-
of people out
Well, you
there.
She
Who?
thinks that people between Republicans and Democrats, she honestly thinks that like both sides, their opinions can't be changed to the point where bloodshed is actually necessary, and then whoever like comes out on top and has like the most reasonable approach to running a society, that's who
See,
they should go.
Here's the thing, though. It's
That's a
it's
horrible way of looking
it
at
is extremely
Yeah.
rare in history for a civil war to result in a better society. Almost every case, it's more authoritarian and terrible than ever before. Like, people don't realize that, like, the American Revolution was an extremely unique thing. Like, look at the French Revolution. They went on a beheading spree there. They slaughtered just thousands and thousands of people, many of which who were innocent, total lockdown on freedom of speech as well as, you know, freedom of faith, all this, you know, there was no freedoms during the French Revolution, and it wound up leading to Napoleon. Like, it's not, revolutions do not typically wind up being a good thing for society. Because typically the strong, you know, is the only people who will win a civil war are the people who have more power. Hey, Captain Fatsack's back.
And it's snipers again.
I'm also just gonna say, if you're, you know, I'm also kind of thinking, if there was civil war, who do you really think would win that? I'm just, the people who live, who lives in the woods who just kills stuff for fun as well as for food? Like, I mean,
yeah,
that's not really your
now,
best.
A civil war against the federal government is kind of a different thing, though. And I'm not saying that, like, I don't think that's what she is even talking about. But
no, yeah, don't get me wrong. I agree that, like, a lot of our differences I don't think are going to ever really be resolved, which is unfortunate and terribly sad just because I think the culture is cut that deep. But I don't think there needs to be violence. I just think, you know, maybe a peaceful divorce is good.
When both sides kind of have that sort of logic behind it, though, because I've seen, like, our local representatives say the same thing.
No,
that,
yeah,
like,
no, it's both sides right now
who be the only thing that's gonna.
Which is why, I mean,
this.
I'm kind of just like, yeah, you know, maybe a peaceful divorce might be nice. You know, just we split up the country. I mean, it needs to be peaceful. If anything,
every now and then, but you know, we need to say a word to each other.
Texas wants to secede. I say let 'em.
I mean, Texas really is the only state that has any, like, constitutional leverage to say we can secede, just because they're the only state that was a country who came into the United States and not just a state in general. So they do have more standing than the rest of the states to secede if they wanted to.
I mean, Alaska and Hawaii probably could too.
No, because they were fully just bought up and turned into states. They were never their own countries prior. I mean, Alaska could secede in the sense of, listen, what are you going to do? Send people out here? I mean, who wants to come out here and fight a polar bear? I mean, come on. Leave us the fuck alone. Which is probably why I liked a lot of Alaska life, was because everyone there was just had the, like, it didn't matter if they were Democrats or Republicans, everyone just kind of had the thought of, let's just leave people alone. And I'm like, hell yeah, we can all get along here.
We gotta worry about them damn bears before we worry about anyone else.
I mean, listen, when there's fucking mooses, like, walking into the fucking hospital because the doors froze open because it was -40 one night, like, you have other issues, okay? Like, we gotta work together to solve the moose and hospital problem.
Get moose out of hospitals, damn it.
Hashtag moose hospital problems.
Moose out of hospitals and kids in schools. It should be like some mayor's slogan or something.
No, like, I still might leave North Carolina, but I wish I could go to Alaska.
I've never been to Alaska, but I think it'd be neat to visit, maybe.
I absolutely love it. It to me is the best state in the union, like, for just me personally, not objectively speaking, but
I'd go to Hawaii, maybe.
I would never want to live in Hawaii is the only thing. I would love to visit, never want to live. Like,
well,
I would go.
I hear the people there are, like, really fucking rough just because of the poverty.
Yeah, and, like, I know people who did live there who was, like, a police officer and told me about, like, the crazy crime that's there and all that stuff. I'm like, I don't want to be a part of all that. And also, you don't really have any real rights there to really do much, so it's kind of like, because it's such a small area, like, you can't just have your own spot, really. You don't have a lot there.
And you
like,
stay in I said terrorist area. The tourist area. I mean, I'd be okay.
They're very similar, Hayden.
Funny.
Yeah, it's like, just, you don't have much that is your own if you go move to Hawaii, and I would rather have, you know, like, my own land where I could kind of just be left alone for the most part. Like, I don't want to bother anyone, and I also don't want anyone to bother me. That's all I want.
Yeah, I agree.
Leave me be.
Hashtag leave me alone.
Yeah. So, like, I would love to visit Hawaii just because I would love to go scuba diving there. But if I had to move to, like, an island, man, I'm going to, like, St. Thomas or something like that well before. I will live an impoverished life over in, like, Mexico over going to Hawaii if I had to live somewhere. No joke.
I mean,
I don't know. I'm having trouble figuring out, do I want to go to Gilligan's Island or do I want to go to the island from Lost?
Well, I mean, the island from
Go to
Lost has
Fully
polar
Happy
bears.
Island,
Don't forget.
that's-
Gilligan's Island, at least maybe you'll be stranded there with, the crew, in which case that's fantastic because what's-her-face was kind of hot.
Yeah, I want to be with Gilligan, though.
I mean, they always have fresh clothes.
Fresh clothes, no
for
ones
being
ever
on a
having like
desert island,
illnesses.
sure seem
They
No one
wound
ever
up
starved.
they wound up like in a better version of purgatory, right? Where they just kind of have fun adventures and kind of just enjoy things.
Yeah. You could do that in Purgatory if you really wanted to. It's just...
Gilligan, we gotta go back to the island. We gotta go back.
Uh,
That's a
Gilligan's
show I
Island
need
is
to
a good
actually
show.
Watch.
What?
Lost.
Man, every time I tried to start up that show to watch it all the way through, I always stop like at the same fucking part. It's
Which part?
always right when it is that whole we gotta go back portion, and I just go like, man, I just can't anymore.
That's because that's when it went to shit for a lot of people.
It did.
That's when I stopped watching.
I see where
Like
the show
after
gets
Jimmy
me.
Buffett saved them from the island, I just
Jimmy Buffett, what the fuck?
was he on Lost? I forgot.
I have no idea.
I think he was the helicopter
no
pilot in
idea.
Lost who helped save them.
Really?
Jimmy Buffett.
Yeah. It was either that or it was like an episode of like, like Florida
That must
CIS
Wasn't
or whatever
the
it
twist
was.
of that they all died in the plane crash or something?
that they're in purgatory or something.
God, that is just so lame. I mean, like, how invested? That's like some How I Met Your Mother shit. Where it's just like, let's just come up with a way to wrap this up because we can't think of anything, like, better.
Let's see.
Well, that's what happens when you base an entire series on the mystery box.
Yep. JJ.
Oh no, I think it was a helicopter pilot on a different show.
Jimmy Buffett. He was the history teacher in Hoot. I remember that.
Oh god, that's a movie I haven't heard of in a while.
I've never even seen the movie. I just remember they made a huge
Wow, I
fucking
haven't
deal
played this
about
map,
Jimmy
and I do
Buffett
not
being
know
the
how
history
long.
teacher. Oh, Burial Mounds is great.
I know. This was like the quintessential Halo 2 Vista map for whatever reason.
Never played Halo 2 Vista. Oh, jeez. Because I never had Vista.
I did. Which
Or
actually,
high-speed
Vista
internet.
wasn't that bad. I don't know why everyone hates Vista. Like there's far worse ones than Vista. Like was it
Computer
Windows
geeks hate
8?
shit that honestly the general public like doesn't even fucking give a crap about.
Like Windows
let's be
8
real.
was terrible. Windows 8 was
Say
awful.
what?
Windows 8 was awful.
Yeah, Windows 8 was pretty bad.
Like that home
I don't even
screen
like
was
Windows
fucking
10 that
terrible.
much.
Do what?
So I don't even like Windows 10 all that much. Windows 7 to me was the last good.
That
like,
was
all
definitely
around
the
good
best, but
Windows
I
OS.
that was definitely the
Come on,
best. But
Windows
I don't really
98.
mind Windows 10 that much.
I just hate how everything is its own fucking app now. Like,
Yeah, that's
the
stupid.
dumbest shit. And like gaming on Windows in general was like, I don't know. That Xbox app is just atrocious.
Yeah.
Like half the time you can't even get shit to download, and I mean, shame on Microsoft for providing us with subpar, just shitty entertainment.
Listen, you gotta remember, right now Bill Gates is very distracted, alright, Hayden? I mean, he's getting
Yeah.
a divorce. He got caught
Oh,
apparently having a bunch of
boo.
strippers and blow at a bunch of parties. Like, I mean,
If that
he's
man
got a
has to
lot of
split
issues.
Half of his wealth with his wife, his great grandkids will never have to work a day in their lives. Who fucking who?
The yeah, that turns out like, his deal with his wife was he still got to visit his ex like on these like all these weekends trips and stuff like that, so he'll still banging his ex while he's married to his wife and his wife knew about it. Just a bunch of crazy shit.
Yeah, that's like pretty fucked
Yeah.
up.
That's just rich people shit.
Yeah. I mean, I've always said, what's the point of having fuck you money if you can't say fuck you? I guess he did, except normally I wouldn't say it to your wife. That would be kind of my one thing.
Man, you had to be pretty fucking rich for that one. It's like the Dave Chappelle. It's like the Dave Chappelle skit. Like Kevin Hart has Kevin Hart has shut the fuck up money.
Yeah.
I have quiet please money at best.
So I was on like
The
I
fact that
was kind of on
Kevin
one of those
Hart's
rabbit
richer than
holes.
Dave Chappelle is just atrocious to me.
I mean, look at all the shit that Kevin Hart has done.
Yeah.
But is
He
it
built
good
himself a fucking
though?
empire.
But is it good though?
It doesn't matter if it's good. It matters he built a fucking empire.
I mean, honestly, the man is a Kmart Chris Tucker.
Totally.
Let's
Thank
be
you.
real.
However, tell me
like
this
Chris
though: has
Tucker.
Kevin Hart got so big that Chris Tucker is a Kmart version of Kevin Hart?
Chris Tucker was first. He can't be the Kmart version.
Okay, fine. He's the Piggly Wiggly, the place that everyone used to go, but no one does
Look,
anymore.
The moment Kevin Hart ends up in Rush Hour 4, then I'll agree with you.
Rush Hour 4. I mean, it's the same thing. He just like that's his whole shtick. Is he's just hyperactive and yells about things, or has like a sassy reaction to stuff.
He was good in Jumanji.
I don't get it.
I do enjoy him and The Rock together. They make a good pair.
Well, The Rock's good with anybody.
That's true.
Hell,
The Rock was-
he made Jason Statham look like he had charisma.
Yeah, that really is something.
The Rock playing Danny DeVito as The Rock was also kind of funny in Jumanji too.
I never saw Jumanji. At
Yeah,
least
I
that
haven't
new Jumanji.
I saw them both, and the first one was actually, and the first as in like the new first one, it wasn't actually
Yeah.
that bad. The second one wasn't really that good, except for the fact of it was kind of interesting with Kevin Hart playing an old, I forget the guy who was
Danny
the old
Glover.
guy in that one, but he was playing basically an old man, and then The Rock playing Danny DeVito. Like that's just that was a little funny.
You know what's another movie that The Rock totally carried on his shoulders was Rampage. God, that movie was terrible.
I would say
That
he's
movie
carried like
sucked.
almost every movie he's been in for like the past like 5 years on his shoulder. Because for the most part, they aren't really that great of movies.
Big,
It's just they go to
broad
people
Was
watch them for The
Was
Rock.
Rampage 5 years ago? Or was it even older than that? I don't
might
know.
be.
Remember.
I think it was like 2018, maybe?
Yeah, that's.
Because I was
that's-
working at Geico at the time.
So here's the thing.
Remember-
What was the last like really good movie The Rock was in? Not the movie that you enjoy Rock in, but what was the movie that you were like, this is actually a really good movie?
Oh, God.
See, that's the thing. The fact you even said says enough. That
Well, I
he
would
is
argue
this
that
famous as an
hardly any
actor.
movie that he's in is really all that good.
He's this famous as an actor, but for the most part, no one can really think of a movie that is like objectively that great.
Because he's an action star.
Yeah, but like I could still
Are
point to
any action movies objectively great?
yes.
Besides like shit from the 80s?
Well, that's just the
Like-
thing. That's
like,
true.
Since the 80s, when has an action movie been objectively good?
Well, what do you mean exactly by objectively good, though?
As in where
one-
even if you had a
one that,
different
like,
actor
most
and everything.
I would say one that most audiences could agree on is just a pretty good movie. in
As well
general.
as something that has, let's say, good aspects to it besides just that one character. Like, that actually overall is a very
Yeah.
well thought out story, well edited, well performed overall.
In that case, I'd say Dread, even though that probably wasn't very universally loved, but I thought it was pretty good.
I'd say, again, so
It
I'm
did
just
have,
more
like,
saying
just that
well made
one
movies
character.
besides the fact that, like, this person's there. Because The Rock
The
carries
new
all of
Star
his
Trek
movies.
I mean, they're good action movies, at least. They're not
They are
very
good
good
action
Star Trek
movies.
movies.
Yeah.
But they're good action movies.
Yeah.
The Rock was great in San Andreas. What was that?
And every
Do what?
What was San Andreas?
I think that's like the earthquake movie.
That's the movie with the San Andreas fault line.
Ah.
City.
Yeah.
Just,
Well, here's the thing. I'll agree that he is great in almost everything, but I'm saying is if you took The Rock out of that movie, how good of the movie is it?
if you took Bryan Cranston out of Godzilla, that movie would just be terrible.
I mean, even with them, it wasn't particularly great, but
Good.
But he
Yeah,
was like
no.
the best part of that movie, though.
yeah, totally.
Well, they totally marketed it as he was gonna be like the lead.
And then he's barely in there.
Yeah, he's like a third of the way through, and then he dies. Then we get Kick-Ass.
But like,
Fuck Kick-Ass.
all I'm saying is that The Rock has very few movies that are good besides the fact he is The Rock, and that is kind of it. I would maybe put The Scorpion King as one of the ones where even if it wasn't him, I probably would have still enjoyed. But
I was gonna say probably Scorpion King,
but that was
even
also
then, I have
before
to-
like he was obviously still well known because he's the fucking Rock, but it was before that he was known as an actor as The Rock.
You could really say that about quite a few action stars, though. I mean, look at half the shit Arnold's been in.
True.
I mean, I'm sorry. Do you think Junior or twins when we're...
I would say
without
Kindergarten
Arnold.
Cop was a good premise even without him. I would say that
Yeah.
I would say that Predator still a great premise without him. Same with Commando. He makes those movies
Yeah.
better, but they were still good movies besides just being him.
I'll
right.
give you that.
So I still give him credit for all those. And even like Conan, like you could have got another huge dude to play it because he didn't do anything in it, and I still like he didn't say anything really in it. He was cool
Well,
looking.
I tried to get Jason Momoa, but that didn't work, or so I heard.
Well, I'm talking about for the
Yeah.
original Conan.
Oh, yeah. This
But
guy's
the
name
original
is-
Conan,
did
I
you watch
still-
that Jason Momoa Conan movie?
Yeah, I didn't like it.
How was that? No.
They try to make it too grandiose. Like it's just like all Conan really needs to.
But isn't Conan like the thing you have to make grandiose?
No,
a little
what I mean
bit?
by grandiose is like grand like war and all this crazy stuff, kingdoms colliding, that sort of stuff.
Oh, gotcha.
Well,
Like
when-
epic.
When Conan is really just he's a thief. All right, all Conan needs to be is a Dungeons and Dragons playthrough of like a regular game, where it's like, hey, we're gonna go rob the castle, and some interesting adventures happens along the way. That is Conan, and there's times where Conan sets the world on fucking fire. If you look at some of like the Conan comics, but it's still like if you're making a movie
Now,
with
James,
it,
How
you
does
need-
one set the world on fire?
he fucking kills the only person who could fucking protect the world from some grand threat because he was pissed, which then leads to mass destruction.
Headless Jawa. And also, my Xbox has passively aggressively reminded me, or is it passive aggressively? Is that how you say that? Anyways, my Xbox has reminded me in a not very nice way that it's been 2 hours and that I need to take a break.
Oh my god.
I was playing Mass Effect. I played it for like 9.5 hours straight. It's just like, it's been 6 hours. It's been 8 hours. So you sure you don't want to take a break?
Like,
Like, no, god damn it.
it's like when Netflix asks me, "Are you still watching?" Like,
Bitch,
yes,
not question
I am.
my life
Fuck you.
choices.
Don't you fucking judge me.
Are you still watching?
Okay, I really can't remember the last time I watched like any show long enough where the app told me that. My schedule
Oh, I
is.
turn autoplay off just because, like, I know if I'm off doing something that, I don't know. I like being in control.
Like, here's the thing: if I'm doing like regular shit, I don't have shows playing in the background. I usually have podcasts playing in the background.
I'm about to say, I usually have like YouTube playing in the background or something.
That's it.
I leave
YouTube basically
Twitch
is my
at this
TV
point.
at this point. Like, I subscribe to a couple people's like their online things they have, so that way I have like more access, and so I can support creators that I actually like, who that way they can still make some additional money. But like, yeah, I don't really watch TV anymore unless like there's a boxing match on, which was great the other night. Fucking Canelo broke the dude's cheek and eye bone, and just, oh god, it was an amazing punch.
Ow.
Like, the guy sat in his corner and was like, I have to go to the hospital. And obviously the fight was called,
Jesus.
and he had to go straight to the hospital. And Canelo on Cinco de Mayo, which is even better, obviously. The Mexican Irishman, he won the day. So it's Canelo's amazing.
The day on the holiday Americans use to just get drunk.
Yeah. Hey, viva la Mexico, all right?
I know, that's what somebody was like, what is Cinco de Mayo? And I just said it's an excuse to get drunk. It's like, yeah.
I mean, really, like, St. Patrick's Day has more of a reason to be celebrated in our country than probably Cinco de Mayo does, at least when it first started. Like, when Cinco de Mayo
It
first started,
celebrates
like,
a guy that supposedly drove snakes out of Ireland.
yes, but I'm saying is that, like, when Cinco de Mayo started, there really wasn't but such a huge, like, I don't know, like, I feel
St.
like
Patrick's Day is the same damn thing. It's just an
no,
excuse
it is,
to
but
get
it's a
drunk.
European tradition, and we're a European settlement, so it just makes more sense for a European
You're a
tradition to make
European
its way over
settlement.
here.
Yeah. It's not European, it's just Irish.
It's part of Europe. I'm saying it's a Western celebration, and we're a Western nation, so it kind of makes sense more so than Mexico. But I mean, obviously, we're on the border, so it makes kind
I
of
mean,
sense too.
it still really doesn't make any sense.
Right. Oh,
It's just an
thank you,
excuse to get drunk.
Well, it doesn't make sense that everyone
is.
celebrates it and not just the people who come from those areas.
Dave. Right.
I mean,
Like an Irishman celebrating it, I get, or a Mexican celebrating it, I kind of get, but.
if
But
we're
we
gonna
have
get
no
to that
excuse.
level, making Christmas a secular holiday is technically, you know.
Well, it's still a Western holiday.
Yeah, but even still.
Or do you mean?
secular, right?
I still wouldn't say it's a secular holiday just yet when you look at the amount of people who celebrate it, though. The majority of people who celebrate still are vast majority Christian.
I think maybe most of them just probably self-report as that.
Well, I mean, I think that's just most people of almost any religion, to be perfectly honest. I think most people's view on faith is more tradition than it is faith, but
Look, just give me time off on Arbor Day and we're okay.
Harvard.
The most useless holiday in the world.
What about International Talk Like a Pirate Day?
Arr.
That has plenty of uses. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Man, all the national holidays I found while working for Liberty just as marketing, because I could use them as marketing ploys all the time.
Right.
Like, there are so fucking. There's National like Ramen Noodle Day, and so like obviously I grabbed a bunch of ramen noodles and delivered them to like all these places for people to have like free snacks.
Look,
And really, obviously, it's an
but
excuse for us just to give out flyers, but
There's
Where
gonna be
Allie
that
works,
fucker
she-
that- Sorry,
where
what were you
Allie
gonna say?
works. I'm just saying that like where Allie works, she's usually the one to announce like what like national holiday it is, and she's come up with some crazy fucking ones before.
listen. So there's a website for everyone to check out called Check I Day, and Check I Day lists out all the national holidays for that day. I remember there was one that was National Shoe or Gum on the bottom of your shoe day. Like there's national days for almost everything.
Huh.
Yeah,
Yeah, they don't give you off on that day, unfortunately.
I know. You can always. So we went around giving out free gum.
What if you stepped in gum? Like on gum on your shoe day? Would you?
It's good luck.
Oh.
It's like being pooped on by a bird. It's something that should be like
terrible.
terrible, but we all say it's good luck just to make ourselves feel better about it.
I gotta say, when a bird shit on my head, I didn't feel all that lucky about it.
I'm about to say.
Oh, yesterday was National Apple Pie Day.
And I missed it. God damn it!
I'm not actually a big
tells
apple
me
pie
these
fan, I'll be honest.
I love apple pie.
I'm about to say apple pie's great.
Like, I like
It's my
pie, but
top 3 favorite pies. Maybe top 5. I don't know.
Apple, pumpkin,
ooh, I like pumpkin.
Oh, pumpkin isn't even in my top 5.
really.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
you say top 5, and I'm like, I don't know how many pies I would even list that I would even like. I have a hard time naming 5 pies that I actually enjoy.
I'd
I'll
say
be honest, I
lemon
think that's the only kind
meringue,
of pie I've had.
lemon meringue, key lime, cherry, apple, and
Not a
chocolate.
key lime,
are
not
my
a key lime
top
pie
5.
fan either.
I'm not a big fan of chocolate pie.
What?
Have
I
you ever had
should-
my
I should
family's
like it,
chocolate
but
pie, Tyler?
I don't think I did. Did I?
I don't think so either. You should have
Your
that.
what?
You should try theirs. Our Philly
Allie
chocolate
said
pie
today-
recipe is amazing.
Allie said today is National Buttermilk Biscuit Day.
Hell yeah.
That's actually kind of good because this morning me and Kat made biscuits and like sausage biscuits.
Ooh, nice.
Wonder if Hardee's would honor that, or would have honored that today.
Who goes to Hardee's? Look, you know what? You know what's so strange to me? Hardee's used to like be packed with people. Now I barely
Yeah.
see anyone there.
I look back and I mean their food really wasn't all that good. It was just
I know.
It was
It was
better
just-
than it is now.
The Hardee's here ran out of employees and now shut down, so I don't get Hardee's anymore. Same thing with our Zaxby's.
Do
I
what?
never had Zaxby's.
Zaxby's and Hardee's here, they both basically have signs now just saying, hey, we had to shut down, not enough employees, so we're open
Oh,
like
damn.
3 hours a day.
I love Zaxby's.
I know.
Never had it.
It's really
I
good.
never will. No, I don't know. I might.
So yeah, right now, like the only place that still has a decent amount of employees, I think, is like McDonald's. Which, so it's like we don't want that. So today
Well,
we
I
had
mean,
like
McDonald's
pho.
has fucking people on retainer at this point. They're the biggest fast food company in the world.
Right?
You know, we had pho today because those the Taiwan places, or was it
cutting
Taiwanese
out
places?
again.
again, James.
Thai places, not Taiwanese places.
I heard God.
No, so I was just saying that we had pho today for dinner.
Oh, and how was
Yeah.
that?
Yeah, dang, it's pho. I had the what I normally get, which is that raw beef, but
I think it's pronounced pho.
It is fun.
no.
Was it
Allie and I
pho?
Fuck
had
you.
it last week. Yeah, Allie and I had it last week. I had it for the first time last week, actually.
I'm still
Was
just
it
kind of
good?
so-so on it, to be honest.
It was good. I liked
I mean,
it.
it's
I've heard
good,
if you
but
could find a really good place that it's good.
I think it's good and all. I'm just kind of like, there's other
Just-
like Asian dishes I would much prefer.
I don't know. I'm just
Like-
not really that big on a lot of Asian food, if I'm being completely honest.
Like, I would much prefer like a poke bowl or something like that.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm not big into like sushi or like. I mean, I know like Chinese food isn't real Chinese food, but you know what I mean.
I don't know. I'll still eat it.
Yeah, I don't know. I
I mean, the
love.
authenticity isn't why I'm not eating it. It's just the fact that it's like greasy bullshit. But still.
So
I'm
we have a
not,
Chinese
gee,
place.
If only this were actually Chinese. Like, it's like no.
So I've had,
if
like-
anything that would probably just taste worse.
So I've had like 5-star restaurant Chinese before, and it is like really good.
Yeah.
Like, the duck was amazing, but yeah, I'm also kind of like, if I was gonna pay that much money for food, I probably wouldn't go to a Chinese 5-star restaurant, to be honest. Like, it was
Just be
good.
hungry again.
Yeah, it was like, okay, well, it's like right there. I think it's over by Caesar's Palace, if I remember correctly, but it might be one of the other ones. But it's a place called like Jasmine's, and it's,
Is it Guy Fieri's Great Gong or something?
hey, Guy Fieri's joints are pretty good.
I've heard.
I'd go to a Guy Fieri restaurant.
And if you ever go on a Carnival cruise, there's a Guy Fieri burger place on that's just free to eat, as much as you want. So that's always good. And they also,
Like I've said, pretty much as long as it's not like food or
as long as it's not what?
like Indian food or anything like that, like
So-
stuff that my stomach just couldn't handle, basically. Then I'm
Randy,
down to try it.
Randy at Liberty, he loves Indian food. Like, loves it.
Man's got a sphincter of steel.
Yeah.
'Cause
And
my
of course,
God.
a lot of people would joke, and he kind of jokes himself at the fact, he's like one of the only black people who love Indian food.
I wouldn't really know who would like Indian food or who's supposed to like Indian
Just like,
food.
I've never had Indian food and gone like, oh, hell yeah. Like, it's always been like,
A
oh,
really good
okay.
curry is actually really nice. Like, I like it. It's just that it doesn't like me.
I don't like it
But,
for the
like, a
most
good-
part.
a
And
good,
normally I
good,
like,
chicken curry. It's pretty good.
and normally I kind of like kind of that like mush stuff in a way, like just stuff that's like just everything in a fucking bowl and you just scoop it in your mouth. Like I usually, like that kind of stuff I typically really like, but don't like curry. I did have some really good gumbo the other day.
I still remember
They're
the
everywhere.
first time I ever told Allie about the McDonald's gas station that we used to eat at all the
Oh.
fucking time. And she yelled at me like, "Why the fuck would you eat there?
It was the only thing we
Why would you
had.
step foot in there?"
The next closest thing was in Virginia. That we didn't even have a Hardee's back then.
Yeah, we did. Yeah,
No, we
had a
did.
Hardee's and a
They've
Sonic and a
been there quite
Burger
few
King.
times.
Did we have the Hardee's back then?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Well, either way, it wasn't
We've
close
been there
by.
for like 20 years.
Well, I guess it was close by to you, Tyler, but not to me.
Yeah, that's fair.
I could walk to McDonald's, okay? I couldn't walk to Hardee's.
True.
You
You had
can walk
to
to
walk off
McDonald's and
that
get a burger with a fingernail in it.
God, and the fries were awful.
Yeah.
The
You'd always get one that was just a raw chunk of potato.
Even if nothing was like wrong, like fingernail or like shit like that with the food, like if they just delivered like their best, right? Like their absolute possible best, it would still be shit. You would still feel just like absolute ass afterwards.
Yes, Allie, we know that's nasty. We totally knew it. It's just we didn't have options.
What's really nasty? My sister still eats there.
Oh God. I have literally driven to Virginia to get food before I would eat there.
Say what?
I would literally drive to Virginia before I eat there.
I'd at least go to Moyock, or not Moyock, fuck it, Moyock. I already said it. Moyock, Australia, where we live, where it's currently like 11 o'clock in the morning right now. Good day, mate.
It's really hot, and there's a giant spider outside my door.
Oh God, yeah, Australia would just be hell for me.
Dude, it's really so hot in some parts of Australia, their houses are underground.
Yeah.
That is something.
That's like towards the center of Australia, but it's funny because like everyone lives like in 4 cities.
Like every single person that I've met from Australia has just been like a delight to know.
Let's see. We both said that same thing.
What?
We both just said, let's see.
Oh, yeah, because I blew a tank up. But anyways, but yeah, no, I would drive up there and get like Jersey Mike's or something like that.
I'm still not a big Jersey Mike's
how's the
fan.
Wendy's over there?
It's good. It's not bad. It's Wendy's. I mean, you know. I don't know. I would. This just sounds kind of like prudish of me, but I'd rather just have like a home cooked meal at this point.
No, I'm totally there too.
I agree.
Just because fast food is, well, one thing, it's actually more expensive than just cooking shit yourself.
We're having like this crazy inflation issue happening right now, so like all of our like everything's gotten way pricier now where we are.
It's always been more expensive than buying your own groceries, though.
Oh yeah, no, totally.
If you're spending like $10 to $15 a day, you know what I mean?
Well, it's like I've always told people, listen, I always hear people say, well, I'm too poor to eat healthy, and I'm just there going back in the days where I lived in an apartment which was $500 a month for all utilities. That was one room where someone killed themselves, the tenant before me. Like, it's just an awful fucking apartment going like, that was like the healthiest I ever was. Like, I was eating chicken and rice.
Motivated by fear.
Well, no, it's one of the things of like chicken and rice is not expensive. You buy a fucking like 20-pound bag of rice, it will last you for over a month, and it's
you get tired of it, yeah, but hey, it's there.
Yeah, I'm about to say. So the issue isn't that you can't find healthy food because you're poor, is that you're not disciplined enough to eat the healthy food.
But even chicken and rice doesn't. I mean, it's healthy, but it's healthier, but it's still not like the most nutritional sound thing. Yeah.
But thing is that you can easily substitute very cheap stuff to still get all your other micronutrients. Or better yet, if you really want to do what I know a lot of people who I personally know who were dirt poor, what they did when they were boxing, they were dirt poor, they would only eat chicken and rice for the most part, and of course you would lack your micronutrients. But the thing is, you can buy a giant fucking thing of multivitamins that has a lot of your almost everything you need on that front. So long as you ate enough carbs and protein, you were good. And they would eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner, an entire day's worth of food for under $5 on average.
I can just get a couple things of bread and some bologna and just have bologna sandwiches for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. It'll give me stomach problems, yeah, but it's there.
But I'm just saying, everyone bitching that like, well, I can't eat well when I'm poor. I'm like, no, you just don't. You're so fortunate in society, you don't realize that like sometimes you got to eat stuff that you might not always like as much.
You just don't know how to use spices, is all.
Well, that's it too. And you don't have to be expensive. Yeah. Some Texas Pete on some chicken is all you really need.
That really is all you need.
Yeah.
Well, even like people that go like, I don't like vegetables, and it's like, you like vegetables, you just don't like the way that your parents probably cooked vegetables.
Or you're just a little bitch.
Yeah, that could. I sure.
I'm just saying, like, the big reason why people are like that for the most part, because they're spoiled. They don't know how good they got it. You get the
I mean, it's kind of
option.
fair when you're like, one of our biggest problems in poverty is being obese.
The biggest health issue that kills people who are impoverished is obesity, or at least related diseases. Now, admittedly, I know people will say, well, if you live in places like New York, you don't like have a Walmart and stuff to shop at, and I definitely get that. I totally understand that. But there are also, I've been in those areas, and there's other stuff you can eat that's cheap. So one of my favorite meals is still a very cheap meal. So, you know, like just a regular, you know, like Jimmy Dean sausage, I guess.
Yeah.
God.
Or really just any sausage. You take the sausage and you take your thing of rice and you you brown up the sausage first. You chop up some onions, because onions are cheap as dirt as well. And if you want to get expensive with it, you buy some, you know, a thing of mushrooms and you chop that up with it. You toss it in the pan to fry with the Jimmy Dean sausage. Add your rice, add some beef stock. Boom, you're good to go. And you have this delicious just mixture of, you know, good protein as well as carbs. And if you want to add
And
some nice bell
cholesterol.
peppers to it, it's good. And if you season it right, it is delicious, and it is cheap as dirt to make.
I
So
just
yeah,
think
you can
about
make
the
you can make cheap
cholesterol
food
and
really good.
sodium in that.
Well, it depends on what you get. You can get low sodium broth pretty easily. It's usually
You're getting
cheaper
Jimmy
because.
Dean sausage,
Well, then don't get Jimmy Dean. Get a brand that isn't as salty.
or has as much cholesterol.
Jimmy
as
Lean.
that. Yes. Yes.
How they haven't coined that one yet, I do not understand.
Jimmy Lee.
They really should get on that. Like make their alternative to lean cuisine. Call it Jimmy Lean.
Oh
Mr.
god.
Make it all
Mr.
like
Jimmy-
sausage based.
Mr. Dean, I'm sure you're listening. Give me a call.
Okay.
But yeah, I don't know. Like everyone, they're like,
Just
well, I
do a
can't eat healthy
seance.
because I can't afford avocados. And I'm like, listen, avocados are healthy as shit and delicious. You don't fucking need them.
They're good though.
No, they're delicious. I love avocados. We always have avocados at the house. But
Damn right you do.
well, it's because Kat absolutely loves it. And I will be that typical millennial who'll say avocado toast is fantastic.
It's the best.
It is really
is.
fucking good. And it is super healthy. But you don't need it to be healthy. You can eat other healthy foods, you lazy bastard. Eat eggs.
know what's really
Eggs
good?
are healthy.
Eggs have a ton of cholesterol.
Yes, and as long as you stay physically active, that's not that big of a deal.
Boy, you see, now you lost me.
Well, again,
I can't afford a gym membership. No. I mean, I can't, but still.
walk outside, you lazy prick.
I'm gonna get mugged if I walk outside.
That is
To be
fair
fair,
if you
that
live in a
is-
city.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Like,
However, I
around
did
here,
run while I was in New
think that'd be
York.
fun.
Like, I would get up and, like, I would run over to Central Park and back.
Oh my god.
Well, I mean, here's the good part. Like, all the muggers,
Could
if
you
you
not
get up
die?
at 5 a.m. to go, like, on a run, all the muggers are asleep. I mean, they don't. You think they want to be up at 5 a.m. working?
I mean,
It's easy money.
no.
I'd be up at 5 a.m. What difference does it make whether to what time I'm up? I'm gonna mug somebody.
Well, I mean, that's just it. They're lazy typically. They don't want to sit there and be mugging at 5 a.m. They're going to mug people at night.
They can
Get up at
meat
like
mug people.
4:30. Go ahead, start your run, and you won't have anything to worry about. It's like when you go run through Vegas, like at 4:30. Like the only people you ever run across are like some homeless people who are asleep, and the strippers going home for the night or for the day. Or not strippers, sorry, prostitutes.
Yeah, I was gonna say strippers generally stay in one area.
Yeah.
As far as I'm.
Yeah, you will see
As
so
far
many
as I know.
prostitutes in Vegas if you get up at 4:30 and go for a walk on the strip.
The strip.
I feel like I'll get stabbed too.
No, not
Why
that
a
early. Actually,
prostitute?
Vegas, as long as you stay on the strip, is a very good place. Like, I mean, yeah, it's like, you know, heathenistic as
Good,
hell, but I mean, that's
very,
kind of fun. But, like, I love the Vegas Strip. Like, I'm a big fan of Vegas. It's one of the few cities that I genuinely enjoy. And you don't have to party or anything to have fun there. You can go to great shows, fantastic restaurants. There's a lot to
See
do.
Siegfried and Row.
Oh my god.
Yay! Triple kill for the win.
Nice.
Yes, Siegfried and Roy.
Poor Siegfried and Roy.
My
Siegfried
parents saw
gets
one of their
this fucking
last
tiger
shows.
off me.
Say what?
I said Siegfried and get this fucking tiger off of me.
Yeah, but I enjoy Vegas. Vegas and Joe is a good city. And it's not that dangerous whatsoever.
I've seen videos of people getting attacked by tigers. That looks fucking. It looks horrific. Because they're like slow about it is the thing. Like they make sure they kill you slowly.
I like to play with the food.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, they're just a big cat.
The biggest cat, actually.
Yeah.
You tell that
I
cat
would
to get off the
fuck
fucking
with a
table.
Listen, I'll take on a bear well before I take on a fucking lion or tiger or, any of that.
That's Billy Huggins. I just like that name. I don't know why.
There's at least a possibility with a bear that you can either one, scare it off, or two, play dead and it won't touch you.
That's it. Like, you won't fucking scare off a fucking lion, okay? Its roar is so loud, it can actually fucking pop your eardrums. All right? You will
also-
bleed from your ears if it really wants to roar at you. I forgot, their tongue is so powerful, it can literally lick the skin off of you. So yeah, crazy shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd fuck with a bear before I'd fuck with a, like you said, lion or tiger.
I still wouldn't fuck
I mean,
with
I'd
either,
rather not
but yeah.
fuck with any of it.
Yeah.
So. I love that video of the guy with the bear where he's just like, no, fuck you. Like, the bear's just like charging at him.
He just runs the fuck away when he says it too.
Yeah. I think I would just be the guy that's just, and then the bear's, fucking eating me.
Well, my thing is like, I don't know, maybe it's because I just have gone to a mountain so much, but like I've scared away a few bears in my life.
It'd be like Timothy Treadwell, that insane motherfucker.
Oh yeah.
Christ.
Honey, get the camera, I'm being eaten. Those were literally his last words.
I mean, the guy went out like a champ in a certain way. He didn't bitch about it.
I mean, by the end, he was bitching about it, if you consider horrific screams bitching. So,
Yeah, but he never went like, oh god, why is this happening? Like, he
Because he
understood.
was insane.
Yeah.
And then the person who found the tape had to be the bearer of bad news.
Oh, shut up, Tyler.
It's a grisly scene.
I'd make a bear pun, but I don't know.
Yeah, we have to be careful. Some of these jokes can be kind of polarizing.
That's great.
I think that's it.
So
That's about all I got.
Why'd the cow have to get a job?
Why?
Because it had to start making some sweet moolah.
That was awful. Like, I was expecting it to, like, because he had to move out or something.
I think that shit's hilarious.
How many tickles does it take to make an octopus laugh?
How many?
Sorry. I'm not laughing at that, I'm laughing at something else. It takes 10 tickles.
Oh, that's actually pretty good.
But it only has 8, so the first 2 are test tickles.
I don't know. I think now we're starting just. I think now we're just pandering.
Shut up with the bear puns.
I'm sticking the bears out.
What?
I meant to say like I'm sticking it out with the bears, but it just came out weird.
Oh,
You said you're
honey.
sicking the bears out.
Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck is that some kind of new age shit?
Yeah, hey, I saw it on
that I'm not
TikTok.
familiar with?
Or I'm sorry, I saw it on the TikTok.
The TikTok.
Uh,
The red Janet, as they say in Law and Order.
that sounds litty.
Did you ever, like, I mean, I was never cool, But like, you know what I mean. When you got to that point where it's just like, I don't know. I just don't understand young people anymore.
Listen, I didn't understand them when I was one, okay? If I understood them, maybe I would have like had a better social life in school.
It didn't help that we all went to school as 40-year-old men.
That's fair. I mean, at least you guys partied and shit.
Not really. I didn't party till like end of
I got
senior
drunk,
year
I
and
wouldn't say I
shit.
partied.
Ah, okay.
I mean, Tyra went to more
You guys
parties than
just
I
made it
did. I never
sound
got
more
invited.
glamorous than it was.
I didn't go to parties. I went to places where people just bitched and complained the whole time and then drank.
Yeah, I didn't even get that. I never got invited to shit.
I'm kind of glad I didn't go now.
The only parties I ever got in high school were the ones that we had here when we barbecued. That was it.
Those
Well,
are
those
fun
were
as fuck,
better
though.
than anything.
Which I guess that wasn't until like even
just
that wasn't until like you know, college actually.
Senior year of high
Yeah,
school.
that's true. Yeah, that used to be the go. Did we put like a boxing ring in the backyard and that was
Your
fun.
mom yelled at you because you put in a boxing ring in the backyard.
I mean, my dad thought it was awesome.
I just remember your mom like screaming at you because she was pissed.
She didn't scream. She was just upset.
I don't know.
That guy's
He was
clan
pissed.
tag is longest dongest.
That's awesome.
Biggest dickus.
And that other guy's is just ah with like 10 H's.
Yeah, no, I didn't get to go to parties till like college.
Oh.
And then I got a little bit on the wild side, we should say.
Yeah.
Did you take a walk on the wild side?
Hayden,
I
I did a
don't
full
think we can
sprint
really
on the
tell these
wild
stories.
side.
Say what?
I said I did a full
Stories.
sprint on the wild side.
Ah,
Hey, terminal.
don't mess with Pete. He throws down.
Young Brooklyn. Oh God.
I like super mullet.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm not sure about y'all, but I've been seeing more mullets around than normal.
Yeah, mullets are definitely coming back because there's a Twitch streamer I know, and she's like a art streamer for a living, and she like got her hair like purposely cut and styled into a mullet.
I'm about to say I'm seeing a lot of people. I'm seeing,
Interesting.
and like a lot of like gym culture now is like a lot of guys are starting to get mullets.
Yeah.
Like it used to be like there was a lot of bald guys at the gym, so I could really fit in. Now it's like no, they're growing more hair. I'm like bastards.
I just caught up with you.
Now the only bald guys at the gym are the ones who are on steroids and lost their hair, and of course people like me who just don't have hair.
It's fair. I mean, I don't have hair either.
Yeah, but you also have the testosterone of like a fucking horse, so.
I think what it might have been was the fact that people weren't getting their haircuts for such a long time,
Yeah,
and
Yeah.
people just kind of like accepted it.
and me, I did the opposite. I just kind of was like, oh, get my hair cut more often, and
I'll be honest, I haven't had a haircut since fucking October.
jeez.
Yeah.
Man, are you about to have like the
haven't had a
emo look
haircut
again, where it's like
since-
the hair's over your eye and.
And sometimes it will actually if I don't like brush it back.
I haven't had a haircut since the day before yesterday when I shaved my head.
God damn. Man.
Oh, so I had an interesting kind of like, I guess you could say like COVID work environment type thing happen.
What?
So I'm working from home, right? And so I got this new
Ideally.
webcam, and I didn't realize how big of a field of view this webcam has.
Uh-huh.
So I always wear like, a nice like dress shirt and like nice watch. I make myself look good, even because I have a lot of meetings, and I like to look good for them, even if I'm on camera. And so I didn't realize though how much she could see. So I stood up, and I'm wearing fucking penguin pajamas with my dress shirt tucked into it so it doesn't wrinkle.
That's awesome.
So I'm like such business related. I went, oh, let me just grab this real quick, and I stood up, not thinking my pants were on camera, and just penguin pajamas, like penguins wearing Santa hats.
Look, at least you were wearing pants.
Yeah, I was gonna say it. Or, like,
that
not
is
on the
true.
toilet or something. That like viral Zoom call where the lady like carries her. It's either her phone or her laptop or something. It has to be your phone because there's no way you would carry your laptop to the toilet.
No, I've seen it.
Where like she forgot to turn her camera off.
I
and
think it was her
everybody's, like, on
laptop.
this-
'Cause I don't think, because you could see it directly like to her crotch, which means it was probably a laptop because the way the
Yeah.
screen would have been held up.
Yeah.
I mean, then you had that one. Was it like a guy on either like I think it was CNN or NBC or one of them who they were on like a conference call and he thought he turned his camera off and just started jacking it.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about. I can't remember where it was.
Why
from,
would you
though.
be jacking it like at all during like what's arousing about a Zoom meeting?
I mean, maybe he's
Some
a
people are
freak and it's
perverts.
like just like I had that. I'm gonna jack it to you while you like don't even know I'm doing it. It was probably some
Look,
creepy
sometimes-
shit like that more than likely.
Well, sometimes it's just as simple as just saying they're a pervert. That's it.
Yeah.
Stranger in the tub. That's all I think
Ugh.
of with that. Oh, you perverts. They keep life interesting, that's for sure.
Yeah, sometimes a little too interesting.
Yeah,
Sometimes
I
it's
can-
good to be
It's not
vanilla. I'm
interesting
just
for the
saying.
victim, but let's see. There's always the fun stories like Mr. Hands, you know, and then sometimes there's other ones that aren't so fun.
That just sounds creepy. I don't know why.
Do you know what Mr. Hands is?
No.
I don't.
Oh, it's the. You guys really don't know what Mr. Hands is?
I think
No.
I
That's
heard
like
that. I can't remember
that's
what
like
it
one
is.
of the like earliest like haha laugh at this fucking
Is-
idiot slash pervert story.
Is that the guy who gets fucked by a horse?
Yeah. He's
Oh,
a guy
God.
that lived to be penetrated by horses, and so he went to like this stable and like tried to film himself getting fucked by like a horse, and it just like completely perforated his colon and intestines and all that.
Yeah, I imagine it would.
You know, people say like, well, you know, no one is really like too crazy when it comes to sex for the most part. I'm like, yeah, no, they are. There are some things where you know there's a social
He's the
stigma for a
that
reason.
Washington State had to make it illegal to have sex with animals. I guess they just kind of thought, you know, people wouldn't do that, so there's no reason to have a law about it. But you know,
Look, here's the thing. You can easily make fun of like car commercials that do all these crazy stunts, and it says on the bottom, "Do not try at home." You can make fun of that all you want. Trust me, there's someone stupid enough to try to do it.
The thing
And
is
some
did that
people have
message
it covered
really
their
stop
asses.
them?
Well, no, it's not the fact that it'll stop them.
I
it's the
know,
fact
I
that
know.
The company can cover their ass.
oh yeah.
Which is
They make
stupid in
McDonald's
general.
saying, "Caution, this cup is hot."
Well, that one actually made sense.
Did it really though?
No,
I mean,
yeah,
like,
no, the
could-
McDonald's
I mean,
coffee incident
it
was a
literally
lot more, was a lot
could
different.
you reasonably assume that coffee would be hot? I mean,
The thing is, though, it was so hot, it was high enough to the point where if she had drank it, it would have possibly killed her because it would have really destroyed her insides. Like, that is how hot that particular coffee was, which is why she won her lawsuit.
oh.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
I
wasn't
guess
about
that
the fact that she spilled coffee on herself and it burnt her. Like, it's not that. Is that it was literally so hot, it literally burnt the skin off of her. Like, it
Even
was a
then,
boy.
what's a caution this cup is hot thing gonna do about that?
Oh, nothing. No, that part is stupid. But
I mean, it's not. It's kind of the wrong remedy to that problem.
yeah, the
You know
right
what I
remedy
mean?
is don't brew your coffee to the point of where it's still boiling,
Yeah.
you know, water.
Like, I'm pretty sure that was just somebody that like left it on the burner for way too long.
Probably.
Can't see shit. No, that was an assault on my senses. Some guy that's just like, blah, blah, blah. He's just like shooting and meleeing me constantly, but I wasn't dying.
Oh, Tyler, you want to hear something very gross?
I'm all ears, buddy.
Oh, I know what's coming.
What happened?
So, the grossest thing that's happened to my kids or with my kids so far.
Uh-huh.
You know, the diapers aren't too bad for the most part, right? Like, you know, because it's still, you know, early on and he isn't eating any real food, like it doesn't have any bad smell to it. It's not really that bad of, you know, cleaning the diapers. Like, none of that's really too bad. But, you know, there was this one day where I was like, had him in my arms and, you know, just kind of like, oh, who's a good boy? You know, I was, you know, messing with them and all that stuff. Face, you know, really close to his face. You know what I mean?
Oh, no.
And he looks at me and just goes, while I'm like, hey there, da, 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 you know, making faces, all that stuff. And he just goes, bleh, and projectile spit ups literally into my mouth.
Oh, no.
All over my beard. I still had the very long, raggedy beard, too.
Not anymore, I'm sure.
And, no, yeah, not anymore. And just, it was all over my beard. It was on my, it was in my mouth, up my nose.
Ew.
And it smelled all just like sour fucking milk. It was like I just drank expired milk. It was horrible,
Yeah,
and I just
that
and
kind
cat.
of story would really gross me out, but I think because it's a baby, it just I don't know, it makes me laugh.
And
It's the
so-
mouth thing that gets to me.
Oh, that would totally get to me if it was like an adult, just like bleh, like that
And-
would just oh god, that's disgusting. But like when it's a baby, I don't know.
And not only that, so the funny thing was, Cat was in the shower, right? So I was like taking care of him during that portion, and so I was just in shock, right? Like I couldn't even just fathom what had just happened. So I just sit there and just like silently, without saying a word, put him down in his bassinet, wipe my face off with some of the wipes, and just shout out to Cat, just, hey Cat, I kinda need you right now. She's like, what? I just went, I just need you right now.
Please come here.
So she heads over, she's like, what? And she's like, why did you let him sit here covered in his own spit up? I went, look at my shirt too. And she goes, oh, I got over your shirt. I went, no, it also got all in my mouth. And like, it was the grossest thing done while, like, you know, grossest thing about having a kid so far.
Yeah, just wait. There's more to come.
I'm sure.
Like,
Wait
so
till
far,
he's
the
a
other stuff
toddler and
hasn't
he gets
been.
his first stomach flu or something.
Oh yeah, like so far it hasn't been that bad. Like, you know, yeah, the poop, like it's not fun to clean up poop, but it's not bad. And
It's not
like-
fun to clean up.
yeah, like I don't like having to wake up every 3 hours in the middle of the night to clean up a dirty diaper. Like that's not always fun, obviously, but it's like, all right, I get it. It needs to be done. Like he's peed on me a couple times too, and I'm more just like impressed as distance than anything else. So it's like,
Impressive.
I think I told you last week that like I told my mom, I was like, you know, he's up like every like 3 hours with the baby, and she's like, oh, that's really good for a newborn.
oh yeah, totally.
Yeah.
It gives me,
Jeez.
as long as I get like 3 hours, then I get up and it takes about, you know, 15 minutes to change them, feed them again, and get them back to sleep. And then we just go back to sleep for another 3 hours and wake up again.
Right.
So it isn't too bad. Don't get me wrong, when I make this trip to, you know, fix up a couple more offices for next, you know, like couple days here next week, like I'm probably going to enjoy this like full night's sleep.
Oh, I'm sure.
But you know, so far I absolutely love having a kid. It is so much fun. Like just them always being just like amazed by. And he's like still in the phase where he, like, obviously he doesn't know how to like smile and laugh yet. He's not there yet, but he's starting to get to a point where he's experimenting with like different expressions and things. And it's just really funny. Like now you can tell when he's like pooping because he starts making a face. It's kind of adorable. So now we're being characters like, oh look, he's pooping. Oh god, yeah, it's a lot of fun. Even just like stupid stuff like, you know, we put him like in a tank top or whatever, like, you know, like a tank top baby outfit. It was just kind of funny.
The enemy team to score.
No.
And just, you know, little things like, you know, you're holding him, he just like grabs onto your pinky really tight and just holds on while he just sucks his thumb. Like it's nice.
Aw.
Cat's already like, not. Cat's already like, yeah, I can't wait to have another.
So the labor isn't as bad.
Yeah. Well, the second one's supposed to not be nearly as bad as the first.
Yeah, how are things when she was giving birth?
Oh, wait, you didn't know?
No.
Oh,
Remember,
okay.
I haven't fully talked to you since before.
Yeah.
You kid.
So
What happened?
it was about 3 days straight of labor.
Oh my god.
And mind you, for the first 60 hours, no medication, no, not only no epidural, but really no, like, ibuprofen or anything. No IV, no nothing.
Poor girl.
So, and not only that, but it was
her
back labor.
decision.
Well,
Still,
yeah,
goddamn.
but it was also back labor as well. So back labor is way worse than front labor. Like front labor, you feel it in your stomach. Back labor, you feel it in your lower back, and that's like always a thing that like a lot of women go like, yeah. So as long as you have back labor, it's really not too terrible. All of hers was back labor. It was bad. Like the few times she had front labor, she's like, oh, that felt so much better. It's like she's still contracting, and she's just kind of like, oh, it doesn't feel bad at all. But eventually she got to a point where after over 60 hours of no sleep, because obviously she's in contractions, she just did not sleep for like 60 hours.
Right.
Her body, like even though it was having contractions, it wasn't opening up because her body was just too exhausted. It couldn't do its thing, right? So they literally just kind of say, so here's the deal. You're not where you need to be. It's been 60 hours. It's either A, you're going to get you're going to have a C-section, in which case you have an epidural, or B, you take the epidural and try to have it, vaginally, which is, so either way, you got to take a fucking epidural, basically, right?
Right.
So she had epidural, and that knocked her out for a good 2 hours where she kind of rest up and get ready for the pushing section. And then obviously after that, she wasn't really feeling any pain whatsoever. It was only the sensation of having to push. And at that point, she was just kind of tired and exhausted more so than pain. But, it was about, I think, hour and a half of pushing. And
Wow.
it was amazing. Like, I watched the whole fucking thing. Like, I was, like, helping hold her legs up, so I was, like, right there for it all. And, I mean, just the process alone, I was in tears. Not even for the fact that it was my kid, just for the fact that just watching it was unreal seeing his head, like, first appear. And, like, he shot like a fucking gun, too. Like, he just, like, shot on out of there once his head popped out. And just watching it all happen, like, I swear my heart skipped a beat. It was, like, one of the most beautiful things I've ever seen in my life. It was unreal. And, like, I've seen...
Crying.
Do what?
I said I'd probably be crying, too, but for a different reason.
Oh my god.
And he was also very easygoing. So when he was born, he didn't cry whatsoever. There was no crying at all.
Oh, that's a good sign.
He really went...
No, it's not. They're supposed to cry when they're first born to get oxygen.
Well, no, that's just it. Is that he was breathing just fine,
I was about to
didn't
say,
have any problem with
normally-
oxygen, and instantly went to latching on to get milk.
Jeez.
Yeah. Which, I mean, part of it has to do with the fact he was 41 weeks, so he was already older than most babies, right? So that does apparently help with the developmental abilities.
Yeah, that's true.
That's good.
So, he didn't cry at all when he was born, but he came out completely healthy, and went straight to latching on to start getting milk, which obviously is a very good sign. And another thing is, obviously, since we elected not to really have anything done to him that day, like, obviously, like, he's got his vaccine at this point, at least his first one. So, like, we got shots later, but we didn't do anything that day. And obviously, again, no circumcision, nothing like that. So he went straight to basically being born to just laying on Cat's chest, for his first basically day of life. And that also really helps out when it comes to, for one, them latching, because if you get them circumcised, there is a correlation between them not latching as well after circumcision at first, just because they're trying to just get back kind of recovered from that, obviously. So it takes them a minute. But yeah, without him being separated at all, he instantly went to latching without any issue, had no problems whatsoever,
Now,
and
Here's
was
my
very
question.
good. Yeah.
Why did you have your shirt off in the operating room or delivery room?
Oh, so part of that has to do with babies when they're first born. They're obviously, for one, they're very susceptible to like cold and different temperatures. So one of the things that they recommend for like a lot of people to do is when he's first born, at least, when you're holding him, be like shirtless. That way, it feels your body heat, feels all that stuff. Also, the skin to skin is a lot more like their skin is super sensitive, right? So the coarseness of shirts, even like cotton, is not as comfortable to them as just skin to skin. So like when that picture was taken, we were already in the recovery room, and what it was is he was crying at first, and when I took my shirt off and just kind of held him close to my chest, he just instantly lulled right back to sleep and was happy as could be. It's something that he can, it connects with babies, right? It's body to body.
Right.
So, and again, some of that stuff could just be pseudoscience. I'm not oblivious to that, obviously, but
I mean, it did something.
I will say it worked for us, so in our one situation, like when we have our next kid, I will probably still do my first interaction with the baby will again probably be shirtless, just skin to skin contact. Kat's probably still going to do or try to do a natural birth all over again. And, obviously I think everything's going to kind of remain the same, because for the most part, besides the long labor, he came out healthy as could be, and she's recovered excellently so far.
Nice.
And part of that, might have something to do with the placenta pills, or that could just be a, just pseudoscience. I don't know what fucking clue.
No postpartum depression or anything.
No, not one bit.
All right,
She's been happier than I've ever seen her. So
That's good.
yeah, and again, part of that, does have to do with, at least in my opinion, probably for one, the less invasive everything is, the more natural it is for your body. Your body's probably going to recover more naturally in general, as well as there is some science to back up a lot of that placenta crap. I don't know if it's totally right or not, but there is a decent amount of science to support it. So maybe those placenta pills to help your body recover and bounce back faster is true. I have no idea. I mean, I thought it was batshit crazy when I first heard it, and then do what?
I said I wouldn't fucking do it.
I mean, it comes out like just a regular old multivitamin pill, basically.
Might as well eat silly putty.
Well, I mean, it's not. It has no taste. It's just a pill. But
It's probably a texture thing.
it's not. You don't have a
People that,
texture with a
cook
pill.
and eat their placenta.
So it was one thing I thought was
Just
batshit
like,
crazy. I thought it was batshit crazy at first, and then like I looked up a lot of stuff, and like every mammal on Earth does it. As well as, I mean, it has tons of beneficial stuff. It has basically almost all of the micronutrients that your body's normally missing afterwards, as well as a lot of minerals, which is one of the harder things for your body to get. And after losing that much blood, you need fucking minerals. But
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you could get it if you took like just a couple more different types of pills. But I mean, they seem to work. She's recovered excellently.
So what have been your other favorite parts about being a dad?
Yeah, she hasn't had any issues so far, thank goodness.
So what are your other favorite parts about being a dad?
Oh, wait. I think I lost y'all. I think my headset just went dead. 1 second.
Oh, okay. I don't know why he didn't answer me. I was like, I know you motherfucker. heard me.
All right, give me a second to get a different headset out real quick.
Motherfucker. You piece of shit.
This thing's tangled as shit. Oh, wow, that's loud as hell. Let me change the volume on. Okay, I think now. Okay, now the audio's coming out right.
I see where you're coming from.
Yeah.
Can you all hear me?
No.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, good.
I figure I might as well start unlocking some season 4 shit since I
like how I just leaned
touched it.
directly into the mic to cough there.
Where's your mask, sir?
Yes, I'm be on
Sir,
mask
sir,
while
you need a
I'm.
mask on this stream?
You
Yes,
one
of
of those
course.
assholes that takes your mask off to cough and sneeze?
Okay, now I agree that's weird, but I will say this. If you cough in your own mask, you're just breathing in all your own germs still. It's still terrible regardless.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It is. But even still, it's just, I don't know.
Oh, you wouldn't
kind
pass
of a
on to
dick
other
thing,
people.
yeah. Or like the basketball coaches that like wear their masks and then take them off to start screaming at people. It's
I
like, at
love
point,
that.
Just like don't make people wear the fucking thing.
Well, they should be wearing it then
You're
anyway,
not
because
gonna
they're taking it
enforce it.
off constantly. Like at that for games like that, just say fuck it. I'm just really.
The players don't have to wear them. I don't see why the coaches should.
That's just it. And also, like, at this point, obviously they were like one of the first ones in line for vaccinations and stuff. They're good.
Yeah.
Let's see. Why is my?
I'm about to say, your shit's frozen.
Oh, you talking my video?
Yeah.
Yeah, the game itself isn't just the video so far. I'm just trying to figure that out.
Oh, okay.
He's working on it,
I'm
Tyler.
going to deactivate it.
Well, excuse me.
Excuse me, princess. I
Oh,
say
good.
that and nobody knows what the fuck I'm talking about, and it makes me sad. Like in Twitch chat, I mean.
Right.
I said Rodney Dangerfield yesterday, and somebody was like, "Who the hell's that?" Like,
No respect. No respect.
exactly, Tyler.
All right, I'm
Like, you haven't lived until you saw Rover Dangerfield at some point as a kid.
Hey
I never
guys.
saw that as a child.
But do you know what that is? But do you know it?
I do know what it is.
Okay, then.
Yeah.
For some reason, they decided to turn Rod
Make him a
Dangerfield into
cartoon
fucking
dog. I do think he is pretty funny, or was, I guess.
Oh yeah, no, definitely. Played a fucking creep in oh god, what was that movie? Natural Born Killers.
Why is my picture so small?
Huh? Oh yeah.
Oh,
Oh my god.
hey, guess what my Master Chief Collection completion status is?
What?
26%.
Uh,
Isn't that funny?
that's hilarious. I don't give a fuck who you are.
I
Yes.
do. I care.
I think it probably does make it a little more hilarious depending on who you are, because like other people would be like, "So what?"
I still don't care who you are. That's hilarious.
Yeah.
You're almost there, James.
I know. I'm working on it.
Rubbing
You know
his
what?
two
Sorry.
sticks together.
Fine. I'm big enough in this picture. Okay.
Say
Oh.
what?
Oh wait. Are you watching it on YouTube?
Oh, I'm watching on Twitch.
Okay, so Twitch is a bit more live at least. Okay, so I think I got it all fixed now. Yeah, when for some reason when my mic went out, so did my webcam. I don't know why.
Oh shit.
Okay. Yeah, Twitch is good. As far as I can tell.
Oh, I'll use this right now. My 720 webcam.
Shut the fuck up.
You shut the fuck up.
If it wasn't already 10 o'clock, I'd say, do you guys want to switch some Fall Guys? But
Oh damn, yeah, you're right. It's already 10. Well, time flies when you're having fun, huh?
I mean, I'm basically good for a while, regardless. But
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
all right, do you guys want to jump over to Fall Guys at all?
Um,
We haven't played that in a while.
I don't even know if it's still. I don't know. I don't know what they're doing.
Yeah,
That game.
screw it. Play some more Halo. What do you guys want to play?
we could probably do more Halo.
Yeah. I think he meant, what do you want to play in Halo?
Oh. I thought it was
don't
giving a
care.
choice between Halo or Fall Guys, but
Yeah, I'm really comfy in my armchair, and I don't feel like getting up to my.
I was about to say I don't feel like rearranging stuff on my desk right now.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
So
Let's see. What mode? What mode?
This armchair has been rather deserving of my ass today. Because I sat down and played fucking Mass Effect for like 9.5 hours.
Jesus.
I mean, I got up and stretched when it told me to. Thanks, Xbox.
Dude, I'll say
That's a
this.
good thing
So,
about a single player game is you can fucking pause it at least.
so, you know, I got that home gym now.
Mm-hmm.
It is so fucking nice. I haven't missed a workout yet. It's been nice.
Nice.
Yeah, whenever you do come and visit, you'll have to check out my garage. Like my garage, it's looking good.
Nice.
Getting some shelves coming in soon to put some more stuff up, and getting some more tools. I'm excited. I'm becoming a
It'll
dad.
be looking like Planet Fitness in there here soon.
Planet Fitness. He'll have Pizza Wednesdays.
Yeah.
Fuck, it's called.
And Tyler, here's the thing. I have a power rack. I'm already above Planet fucking Fitness.
Yeah, fair enough.
They don't even have that.
But are you one of those guys that will incessantly promote CrossFit all the time?
Fuck CrossFit.
Yeah.
Let's flop like a fish for pull-ups. Like, yeah, that's real helpful for you.
SWAT.
I am not into fitness at all besides fitness pizza in my mouth, but like CrossFit is just fucking. Even I look at that and just go, that's there's something wrong here.
I think the best thing I saw about CrossFit competitions is that they're strongman competitions for weak people.
That's pretty
That's-
funny.
That's pretty good.
Which I think I also might be getting a Atlas stone soon, which will be pretty cool. Like those giant like stones that they pick stuff up with on the strongman competitions.
Uh-huh.
So that would be kind of cool.
Get little James Jr. to start fucking
Yeah.
pulling a semi truck.
1 second.
Boom, ba boom, bum, 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 ba-dee-dee-doo, dee-dee-dee-doo, dee-dee-doo, dee-dee-dee-doo, dee-dee-dee-dee-dee-doo, ba-da-da-doo, ba-da-da-doo, da-da-da-doo,
Hayden, you're giving me hives right now.
I don't know why that made me think of Fairly Odd Parents.
I don't know.
Like Chester, like the weird kid with braces, where he's like, I can't be around girls. They give me hives. He just like gets near one and starts all swollen and stuff.
I was actually watching Fairly Odd Parents a couple weeks ago. It was the first episode where Timmy wishes he was an adult.
Oh God.
And
He ends up like
Allie
a
was
balding
Allie was doing
pudgy man.
Allie was doing something in the same room with me, and it was the part where Timmy's driving a car and he's stuck in traffic, and Cosmo and Wanda are fucking dice on the rear view mirror. Wanda goes, "I'm car sick." Cosmo goes, "I'm Cosmo." Allie fucking busted out laughing.
No, what I liked is I was on the phone with Kat there, and I wasn't even holding my controller, and I think I got like 6 kills or so, just like sitting here with one hand.
Jeez.
Well, check out Mr. Big Dick over here.
Yeah. Check out
Can't
Mr.
say
Medium
big
over
dick,
here.
Tyler, that's body shaming.
I'm not shaming him for having a big dick.
Just, it's shaming other people by saying that he has a big dick.
I don't give a fuck about other people.
Okay. Yeah, somebody said big dick energy, and
Did someone cry out Asian hate?
huh? Oh God!
Don't they just have enough going on, James?
I was gonna say it, man. And on Asian American and Pacific Islander Awareness Month.
Oh, baby's coming in here.
James.
I gotta take care of the baby real quick. Oh, here he comes. He's crying.
Oh, my heart. My heart.
All right. I'll try to sell him down. Has he been changed?
No.
Oh, I might just go do that then, see if that works.
Yeah. That's what we
Okay.
need your help with.
Hey. 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 Look on the camera. Hey. Hey, look, you're on TV. Look. Don't cry.
Oh.
You're wearing your strong guy hat. You can't cry. Nope. He proved me wrong.
He's like, fuck you.
Come on, do you want your pacifier?
Strong men cry, James. Strong
Your
men
pacifier?
cry.
No? No? There you go. Alright, I want to go change him real quick and see if that settles him down.
Yeah, take your time, man.
Alright, I'll be right back.
Don't take your time. He's got a stinky diaper. Time is
Well,
of the essence.
I mean for the game.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, take your time with the game, you know.
Yeah.
Poopy diaper means now.
Damn it. I was gonna kill James, but then somebody killed me first.
Oh, damn it! Same fucking thing happened to me.
Woe is me.
Whoa, indeed. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Whoa.
Woo. But he just said woo.
Woo! That's the air escaping from his fat folds.
Woo. He may have ocean madness, but that's no excuse for ocean rudeness.
That's like one of my favorite Futurama quotes.
I love that line.
That's a great episode in general, honestly.
Oh, yeah. Look, those first, 4 seasons?
Oh, yeah.
Those are banger episodes.
Oh, yeah.
So I guess the thing for us would just be to back out ourselves.
Well, I mean, I don't know. He may be done by the time we're searching for a game and all that.
Okay. What's a couple games where he doesn't get shit happening? Unless the shit goes idle.
Yeah.
Well, at that point, then we ain't going anywhere.
Oh,
Yeah. It's okay.
pizza gaming. This thing is slice of life.
Uh,
Now that's funny. Oh, okay.
Oh,
Never mind. He did it for us.
there you go. It happens.
He did it for us. Do not cry for him, Tyler. Do not cry.
Damn. Oh, by the way, when I listened to the last episode, you mentioned Mr. Sunday movies.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've watched him for a while.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Yeah, I actually listened to their podcasts for a couple of years.
Oh, what is it? The Weekly Planet? Is that what it's
Yeah.
called?
Yeah. No, I like both. I like both of them. They're very fun to listen to.
Yeah.
So I heard you mention them, and I was just like, "Oh shit, someone else knows about them." Nice.
Yeah, I guess just because I watch like a lot of clips of shows and like people talking about shows that they just finally showed up in my YouTube recommendations.
Right.
I was like, oh, okay, I'll see what that's about.
It's a fun show to get into, especially Caravan of Garbage.
Yeah.
Other than that, what else have I been watching? I watched that new show Invincible. Did you hear about that one?
That show's been blowing up.
It's good. It's
Oh
really
yeah,
good.
I've heard it's good.
Now, if you watch the first episode, you kind of have to be a little patient with it
Yeah.
because it starts off like very cliched, like, oh shit, the son of the famous superhero, gets his powers and he starts to become a superhero. Very cliched. But then that shit takes a hard ass left turn at the end.
Yeah. Now, have you
So-
seen The Boys?
Yes, I have. I really liked the first season. Second season was okay. It just took a while to get into.
Yeah. Because like people always compare Invincible to The Boys.
Which is kind of unfair because the only comparison you can make is that it's a superhero show that is a little bit like more violent and grim, but other than that, they're not the same shows whatsoever.
Yeah. And
Because
they're both on Amazon Prime.
Yeah, there's also that. Because I mean, with The Boys, that's more of like a satire on superheroes than anything.
Yeah.
What I like about Invincible is that it is poking fun at the superhero genre a bit, but it's still like an actual story.
Well, do you watch Cosmonaut Variety Hour? I think we've talked about him before too, right?
Yeah, we have.
Okay.
Yeah, I watch him.
Yeah, because he was talking about Invincible, and I don't know, like all the people in my little corner of nerddom there, like on Twitch and Discord, they're like all fucking talking about Invincible.
I mean, I would watch it. I mean, it's a really good cast, like especially better than I really expected it to be. I mean, because they got J.K. Simmons, Stephen Young from The Walking Dead, like Sandra Oh, Seth Rogen's in there.
Gillian Jacobs is in it, I think.
Yup, she is.
I like
Zazie
Gillian
Beetz.
Jacobs. She's not in enough stuff, I don't think.
Not too much. I mean,
She was a terrible person in that show, Love. God, that was the biggest fucking waste of time.
that show. I fucking hated that show.
Oh yeah, I don't know why I continued watching it. To be honest,
I think 5 episodes in, I was just like, it's just a show with shitty people in it. I can't.
yeah. I watched like all the way to the end of the first season, and then after that, I was like, ugh,
Right.
like I'm good.
It was to the point where like you were almost expected to start liking them, but there was no reason to like them because they never showed any good sides.
Yeah. Well, I mean, at least the guy was like semi-redeemable.
The problem with
In
him
a
though
way.
was the fact that he was just such a fucking punching bag,
Yeah,
and it got hard to watch after a while.
it really did.
I mean, at least with have you ever heard that show You're the Worst?
I've heard of it. Yeah.
That's the better version of Love.
Oh, okay.
Because like the two main characters, they're both really shitty people, but
Mhm.
you see a lot more depth in them, and they show a lot of likable sides as well. So you can easily find some sort of connection with them.
There was another show called Difficult People that was on Hulu. And that one was kind of meh too. I thought
I think I saw a commercial for that, and I kind of noped out of
it was
it.
Billy Eichner, and who I
Oh,
just find annoying.
I
mean,
like
when
him.
his character was in Parks and Rec, I was just like, oh my god.
It got annoying after a while, but I don't know. I kind of like his Billy Eichner on the Street series.
Yeah.
I think that's kind of funny, except you can only watch like a few episodes at a time before it starts to kind of grate on you.
I'd imagine so, because him is, was it Craig in Parks and Rec? Is that what his character's name was?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I got tired of that really fast.
Well, the problem was like they tried like pushing too much of a personality when you first met him.
Yeah.
So I don't know, maybe something like that kind of like made me instantly reject him as a character.
I wasn't really super stoked on the whole last season of Parks and Rec, if I'm being honest. I don't really like it when sitcoms turn into that just, oh, everybody gets what they want at the end kind of thing, you know?
Yeah. I think
Like, it's like the most cliched, like over the top happy ending as possible.
I've rewatched that show like 3 times, and always those last 2 seasons, I have a hard time getting through them.
Yeah.
Like, I would say seasons 2 through 4, I mean, perfect.
Oh yeah. Oh,
like
yeah.
that's their golden age of that show.
Because
But
honestly,
after-
like, oh, sorry, what were you gonna say?
Oh, I was just gonna say, after Leslie did the election for city council, after she won that's when it kind of started going to shit for me.
Yeah, I'd probably agree with that, even though I can't like recall like specific episodes a lot of the time because it's been a while since I watched it.
Right.
But yeah, like Ben and Chris joining the show was honestly like the best move that they could have taken.
Oh, that's
Mark
like when they-
Brandanowitz or whatever was just boring as shit anyway.
Yeah, no, that's like when they introduced Danny DeVito into It's Always Sunny. That's just when
Oh
everything.
yeah. Oh yeah.
And look, I still can't see who's the guy that played Chris Traeger again?
Oh, Rob Lowe.
I can't see Rob Lowe as anyone but Chris Traeger. Like, he's just too perfect for that role.
And Adam Scott is really good as Ben. I don't know. It's hard for me to see Adam Scott as anything else. He was in Black Mass. Do you remember that?
Oh, fuck yeah, you're right. He was. And I think I looked over you. It's like, why the fuck is Adam Scott in this movie?
I didn't even know who Adam Scott was at the time, but I just remember Nick going, "Fuck you, Adam Scott."
I kind of almost forgot we saw that movie in theaters.
It was a pretty forgettable movie, except for a
It
couple
was.
parts.
It banked off the fact that Johnny Depp actually decided to act again, but
Even then, the shtick of that character got old because every scene, like, when every scene is you don't know whether I'm gonna kill you or not, it just kind of loses the tension after a while.
right.
Then it just starts to become a parody of itself.
I mean, hell, at least Joe Pesci in both Goodfellas and Casino, you knew what he was all about.
Yeah. I don't know. They tried to do. I think they were trying to have like a not really Goodfellas, but some kind of similar-ish movie on their hands, and they just did.
They were trying really hard to be a Scorsese movie,
Yeah.
and it was like, might as well just gotten Scorsese involved in this. He probably would have done much more.
I think it would have worked better if it wasn't like trying to be totally biographical. Like if it was like a movie that happened to have Whitey Bulger in it and Johnny Depp was just like killing it in that role, you know what I mean?
Right. I'll be honest, I don't even really remember too much about the movie to the point where I don't remember what was exactly wrong with it.
I remember three scenes. The first one where his kid, like she gives his kid aspirin when he has the flu and he ends up like in a coma or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And then she's like, "I can't let him live like that. I'll pull the plug myself." And he's like, "You're gonna pull the plug on my boy." And anyways, it just devolves into just schlock. And then the scene where like he goes to like, it's like one of his right-hand man's girlfriends or something, and he like strangles her with a chair or some stupid shit.
Yeah, I don't remember that.
And it's
at
just
all.
and it's just like incredibly painful and in like very gruesome detail. I remember
God,
Nick and I
yeah,
just kind of looked at each other. Just like, what the fuck is going on?
You know, a movie I also have a hard time remembering that we saw in theaters. Like, I know
What?
we saw it in theaters, but like I have to keep reminding myself we saw it. American Sniper.
Oh my god. Yeah,
I
we did
don't
see
know
that
why.
in
I
theater.
don't know why we went to go see that either, because that's not really the type of movie we tend to go.
I have no idea.
I think that might have just been one of those, we're kind of bored and we don't really know what to do. We might as well go see a movie.
I mean, like, I know it's fiction. It's not like fictional, but like the end of that was so hilarious. Where he's like, "Hey, I'm gonna take this guy rifle shooting with us," and he just has like the most ominous look.
Right.
Like he just opens the door and he's just like, "Hey."
It's the fact that you instantly go from severe case of PTSD all of a sudden to he's the greatest dad in the world. It's like it was a
Yeah,
huge jump and
it
there's no
was-
in between.
Yeah. Well, if anything, I mean, it was basically just a rah, this guy was awesome movie.
Yeah, because well,
Chris
I mean,
Kyle or whoever it was.
yeah, Chris Kyle's like you got Clint Eastwood, who's never going to say anything that remarkable in the first place, and then because even in Gran Torino, while I like that movie, you watch it and it's the most bare bones thing.
Hmm.
So I mean, you have Clint Eastwood who doesn't want to show any depth in any of his stories, but I think you also had like the family of Chris Kyle like breathing down his neck.
Yeah.
So it was kind of one of those movies where you can make something interesting because Chris Kyle himself was already a very complicated person to say the least.
Yeah.
But they decided, nah, we're not going to do any of that. We're not going to look into that because we don't want to dishonor his memory.
I wanted to see his fight with Jesse Ventura.
Yeah, right.
That would have been a fucking great thing to put in the biographical movie, considering that he like wrote that in his memoir, and then Jesse Ventura sued his estate
Right.
for defamation. I don't know who to believe on that front because Jesse Ventura is just a crazy motherfucker.
Yeah.
The fact that that man was the governor of a state is scary in and of itself.
Yeah, it wouldn't be the first time they gave a crazy man power.
No. We won't mention specifics, but yeah.
You know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody. Yeah. I just start punching you in the arm.
And then one congratulatory punch after another.
And then another.
And then Kevin went to live with a foster family for a while.
God.
Oh.
God, early Family Guy was so good. It's sad.
First 3 seasons are very good. Very good animated sitcom.
Hell, even 4 and 5 had their moments.
Yeah. I would honestly say when it came back, like when it like kind of got rebooted almost, like with season 4 is when it kind of started to go. It started to go downhill, and then by like season maybe 7 or 8, it's just becomes just pure shock value and all that crap.
Well, because then it feels like no one even wants to do the show anymore.
Yeah. I think
At least
the turning,
with 4, it seemed like everyone was excited to get back in the game, but
I think the turning point for me was like maybe season 8's episode where they open up on Terry Schiavo the musical.
oh my
And they do
God.
like that whole like bit about like Stewie being the plug, and then that whole episode was about Chris like trying to woo someone with Down syndrome, and I don't know.
What
I
the
kind of just got to the point where I was just like, is this
Sup, bitches? I'm back.
or-
Hey,
We're
we're just talking about bad
depressing
Family
state
Guy
of
episodes.
Family Guy.
Oh god. Oh, I'll have his pacifier in here. Well, here's our pacifier.
The last Family Guy episode, like the most recent new one that I saw, which has probably been 2 or 3 years ago at this point, was the one where Meg, like, has her first orgasm while on Santa's lap.
Oh god.
That's disgusting.
And then like she goes around like to every mall Santa like in all of Rhode Island and New England, like trying to find the same one so that she can have an orgasm again. And then the real Santa Claus comes out and says, "Hey, I was the one that you sat on and orgasmed on, and I just knew that you needed that for Christmas this year."
Man, you remember when Family Guy Christmas episodes actually used to be like creative and entertaining?
Yeah, like Kiss Save Santa.
Hey, you remember when Family Guy used to actually be funny?
I remember.
It's been 20 years since that happened.
Pepperidge Farm remembers.
They don't even use that Pepperidge Farm remembers meme right. That was just
Yeah,
a
no.
kind of a nib. Oh my god, I need to be licked.
That's great.
Damn. He put that shit in all caps. Like, I need it right now.
Hey, you know what? Respect to him. Respect.
Yeah. He
Oh,
knows
If I
God.
do that honest with myself.
what he needs. Yeah.
Can't
this thing
always
is
get
fog.
what you want, but if you try sometimes, you just might find you get what you need.
Careful, James. We might get a content ID.
Okay, my singing isn't nearly as good as Hayden's is.
When was my singing good?
I don't know, I got us a copyright strike on a fucking Halo.
Son of a bitch.
You somehow did the Halo 4 sound so well, it said, hey, this counts.
I mean, I'm kind of flattered in a way, but
So fucking stupid.
Look, remember when Metallica got a fucking copyright strike for singing their own music?
Oh yeah, that was great.
oh yeah, they put like, what did they put, like lo-fi, like pop or some crap over like their own concert on Twitch.
Uh-huh.
I think they were the band at BlizzCon this past year.
That's
And then
sad.
they put just like some like generic ska
Damn.
over it. Which the irony of that was that Metallica is one of the big like pushers.
Oh,
of
I
this
know.
DMCA shit. They were like one of the first people, like when Napster like first got started. They were just like full frontal assault on Napster
Listen-
and all this shit.
Oh, yeah.
There's a part of me that understands it to a certain regard of, hey, you know, everyone's downloading shit for free and you make money off albums. I understand the thought process behind it, but when it gets to a point where someone can't do a fucking cover of your song, that's an issue. Like, that's just fucking
Yeah.
stupid. Again, I can make money in a cover band if I go to a bar. But if I do
Right.
cover songs on Twitch, suddenly that is wrong. Like, no, fuck you. Like, I could kind of get them saying, like, you shouldn't just be able to... Damn, that dude kicked
Damn, that was
ass.
Eli X just fucking, oh yeah.
Can we
Like,
stop
do-
doing snipers, by the way?
Yeah, I'll take that off. I always forget to take that off. But yeah, it's like...
I love that game.
I get them saying like, hey, just don't like create your own playlist on YouTube of just the songs, and you know, I kind of get it to a certain level, but I'm just like,
We're such douchebags about it.
yeah, that's the kind of the big thing, and also it kind of ignores just the internet, just how it works. I mean, you're never going to fully get it away anyway.
Right.
Like, again,
Here's the thing,
I could
it's
see
like-
the issue where someone would do a live stream where they just do nothing but have their own radio station and they make money off fucking radio stations playing their music, right?
Yeah.
So I get that, but it's just there's gotta be changes. There's the rules to it are fucking broken.
Well, basically, they were written in 2000. I mean,
Yeah.
and then the internet's kind of evolved a lot since then. And
Hey,
then,
listen,
you
I'm
know,
still on boards with the whole Internet Bill of Rights. Like, I think we need a law changes to what we currently have in the way of laws along the internet. The fact that someone can take, you know, my personal information just at any time that has nothing to do with their fucking site is kind of just stupid. Like, it's ridiculous. There's no reason that should be allowed.
I agree.
Or at the very least, you should be compensated for your information being just stolen from you.
Well, if it's stolen, then you're not going to get compensated.
Well, you know what I
That's why
mean by
it's
that.
stealing.
So like, there's a couple of apps that basically said, hey, we're going to experiment with like, hey, if you say that we can use your information, you'll actually get money. And I'm like, well, at least you're trying to give me something back for taking way more than I think you're going to take anyway. Like, it's still fucking terrible. You shouldn't give people your information, but like, I use DuckDuckGo for most stuff now. Jeez. The grenade launcher was a good add-in for Halo.
I
Yeah.
thought so too. I like the sticky detonator in 4 a lot too.
I do too. I wish they kept that in.
It's in 5, isn't it?
I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think it is.
They brought the Reach grenade launcher in there. But
Yeah.
That was 5 had a lot of problems, but
Its
Like, for
multiplayer to me wasn't one of them.
the amount of content that was in that game is just incredible.
The amount of content it got, yeah. It
Yeah.
started with nothing, and that was a big issue.
Yeah, and that's why people kind of dropped off, to be honest.
But it's kind of a problem in gaming in general that since the kind of more early access stuff, people, like, no one gives a lot of content starting off. They release the games before they're ready, even if it's a AAA game, which is fucking ridiculous.
Yeah.
Because people have got to a point where they just kind of accept the
Well-
fact that, you know, oh, well, we don't have content till, you know, year 3.
I mean, like, let's be real. If Master Chief Collection wasn't, like, coming to computer, like, if they
Oh,
were doing all
totally.
this shit and it was just Xbox exclusive, like, nobody would care.
Well, I mean, think of how long Master Chief Collection existed, and they didn't do anything. Like, it
Yeah.
was... I mean, it...
Kind of here.
Yeah, it was a long time that it was... I mean, the ranked play was kind of sucked. The social plays wasn't very active. And there was no challenges. There was nothing.
Oh, yeah. I mean, even within the last year and a half, they've really turned the game around.
Well, the baby stopped crying, so I think that means he's being fed now.
Okay.
See, yeah, having a kid isn't really hard. It's just kind of tiring. Like, it's one of 3 things if they're crying. Either A, they need to be burped, or they need to be cleaned, or they need to be fed. After you've done all 3,
Right.
typically they're fine.
Yeah.
Not hard, just tiring.
Just wait till they start talking back.
See, that's when... I think that's going to probably be way harder than fucking,
Yeah.
you know, changing some damn diapers.
My nephew was an easy baby.
Oh God, Hayden, you're scaring me. Oh. Well, no, I'll try to do, you know, it's kind of like the things of, I guess, every parent tries to, you know, try not to make the same mistakes that their parents made. And I don't say my parents made like a bunch of mistakes or anything like that, but like, I wasn't an active kid, obviously. Like, I didn't do sports really that much or anything after like middle school because of like, you know, depression and shit. So, I'm gonna try to set him up at least in a bit better way where maybe, you know, he could be a bit more active and healthy. Because my parents did kind of let me just play video games all day, and though I love video games, that wasn't good.
Yeah, you'll at least try to like make sure he's staying active and maybe doing some activities.
Exactly. And like, I'm gonna, where he wants to go to summer camp or not, he's going to fucking summer camp. Like,
And you either have to do like a sport or some extracurricular activity.
yeah. Well, I'm gonna say basically they're gonna do 2 kinds of sports. Either you got to find a sport that's for one a solo sport, and then a sport that's a team sport. You can pick whatever ones you want to do. Like, they're going, I mean, for one, they're going to learn boxing regardless, just so they can, you know, be able to protect themselves, and just for a simple self-defense standard. But that's
Another thing is that you and I kind of had the luxury too of being able to do imaginative play a lot of times.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
And that's
Stellar
something that
Force
a
or
lot of
whatever.
kids
Yeah,
just straight up just do not get anymore.
I know. And we would even
They
tie
have
it
no
into
time
our
to
video
actually,
games.
Say what?
And we would like tie it into our video games too.
Oh yeah. No, that shit was awesome back in the day. I mean, for a kid.
Yeah.
But
No, we did a lot.
yeah, that was Yeah, because that's kind of my thing with a lot of kids today is that like they have no time to just like be themselves.
Yeah.
A lot of times, like between school and like other. I'm not saying sports is a bad thing necessarily, but like
Right.
They don't
you
just
gotta
get
have
play
some
time.
kind of structured activity. But
Yeah. Well, and the other thing about the whole sports thing too is the fact of like we definitely don't want to go public school just because the public school system kind of just sucks. Like regardless.
So y'all gonna try to do private school?
If we can't do that, we might do homeschool. And so if that's the case, then we need to make sure we're part of a bunch of different groups. That way they can still be very socialized regardless.
Be awkward.
Exactly. Yeah, because even if they're wicked smart, if you don't have any common sense of how to deal with people, you're never going to be able to use your intelligence. So,
You don't
Like-
want your kid to become
Smart.
a Melvin.
yeah.
oh,
Like-
what?
Wait, did you say have them speak Elven?
No, I said you don't want your kid to be a Melvin.
Oh, I thought you said speak Elven. I was like, I guess that's a way of
Well, no,
putting
you
it.
don't
Sure.
want that either. When we start speaking like that, then it's time to do something about it.
Tyler, I'm pretty sure we would speak Elvish at one point if we thought it would get us somewhere.
And would it get us somewhere?
It might. You never know.
I mean, I guess we'll be the coolest cats at Comic-Con. I don't know.
Okay. Jay.
What is being cool at Comic-Con even?
And the fact that
fucking
you had to say the
Listen.
fact that you had to say the coolest cat at Comic Con means
Listen,
you'd be cool.
the coolest guy at Comic-Con, or I said, Comic-Con. No, the coolest guy,
in the Necronomicon.
the coolest guy at Comic-Con is like the tallest midget. All right, it doesn't really mean that much.
I thought you were gonna go somewhere way worse with that. Not gonna lie. And you know what I'm talking about too.
I'm actually not sure.
I don't. I'm
We're
not
not
even
gonna
gonna
say
say it.
I know what
Okay.
you're saying.
No, I am definitely not gonna say that. I wouldn't even say it in private, probably anymore.
Jesus, I don't know what you thought I was about to say.
It wasn't good.
No, it really wasn't. It wouldn't have been good. Put it that way.
The
God damn it.
the, hey,
Come downstairs and like clean up a little bit.
oh yeah.
I'm gonna leave this door open.
I agree.
If you can listen.
Yeah, I totally
yeah.
agree. What are we talking about?
Alan Pedantic.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I just have to listen out for the baby a little bit, so I just took my headphones off my ear facing the door.
Oh, okay.
Cool.
He's
So Cat could get some sleepy.
no, just so she's so she can clean.
Okay.
Jesus.
Okay, no, so my sister's coming by tomorrow. So she just
Oh,
wanted to get a
okay.
couple things taken care of downstairs is all.
Oh, okay.
I was about to go even way worse with it. I was about to make it awful. And I went, she can still hear me, and that would be, I love her too much.
What were you gonna say?
No, like, like something like, clean like a woman should, or, something like that, something just
Oh my
terribly,
God,
awfully
Dave.
sexist.
I'm telling.
There's a really famous Halo streamer that's a woman, and her name is Kitchen Bound.
Oh,
I mean, you got a
guess
good
if-
sense of humor, really.
Well, I guess if
Yep.
you make the joke, no one else can.
Well, again,
That's what I'm saying.
me and Kat make a bunch of those kind of jokes regardless.
I lived with y'all. I know y'all make those jokes.
Yeah, it was still funny
Burger
when,
King's great tweet where women belong. What was it? Women belong in the kitchen.
yeah, Burger
Bringing
King.
more women in the kitchen.
No, it was hashtag like women belong in the kitchen.
And then
Which-
they sent out a me follow-up tweet. But they can really go anywhere they want. It depends.
Well, the thing
Oh.
is like they were again making a decent point that like 70% of chefs of good restaurants are men. I think it was over 70. I think it was actually more like over 80% was men.
It's
and so
just they should have known where that was going to go.
It was a bit like
Yeah.
the Twitter version of when James said, "What do you know about family?"
yes. You didn't think it through.
No. What do you know about family?
The fact I just turned back at the screen, just smiling, just not nothing fucking happened.
And he just glared at you.
I mean, was it worse than the prom one?
That was
I
pretty
think it was
bad.
worse than the prom one.
But
I'm
that,
not sure.
but the prom one was a clever attempt at wordplay. It backfired miserably.
The I mean, did you see the KFC one recently, Tyler?
Which one was the
Oh,
KFC
God.
one?
Where on their Mother's Day tweet.
I don't think I saw that. What happened?
So it's like, thanks for all the mothers out there for, the buckets of joy they provided or something like that. And it was this white woman staring at like a like a giant bucket of KFC chicken with a black kid inside of it, like just smiling.
What the?
I think they were trying to go with like an interracial family like thing.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
a lot of
But it's-
commercials do
but-
these days.
Listen, it was almost as bad as when KFC did the commercial where it's a white guy like in fucking Jamaica and it's like, feel out of place? And he pulls out a fucking thing of chicken and everyone loves him.
Oh my god.
Do Jamaicans even like KFC? Like,
I
don't
doubt it.
even get that
Well, actually, I don't
joke.
know. When I was over at the Bahamas, they liked all like they were talking about how I was like, so what do y'all guys, what do y'all get to eat after work and all that stuff? And they're like, oh, probably just like Taco Bell. And I was like, really?
Is there any meat this man can't jerk?
So like, I can see him liking KFC. It's just the fact that the commercial was a white guy in a crowd of black people, and then he pulls out KFC, and they all like, hooray, and hold him up like a hero.
It's like in that movie Green Book when the white guy had to help the black guy find his personality as a black person and gave him fried chicken.
Oh God.
Wait.
Did
a
y'all ever
minute.
see that? It's
That
horrible.
screenplay won an Oscar, for God's sake.
That movie won Best Picture.
I mean, it was written by the same people that wrote all the. What were those stupid movies? Like Epic Movie and Meet
Oh, no,
the
it was writ- it was-
Spartans.
No. It was written by the guy who made like something about Mary.
Yeah, but the Farrelly brothers, and they did like movie 43 and all those other.
Oh
really
yeah, they did
stupid
movie 43.
movies
Yeah, you're right.
Where the whole point of it is just really obscene, unfunny skits.
The whole point of it is they have a bunch of actors in contracts they couldn't get out of.
I mean, that's fair.
That's a great way of putting it.
I mean, I don't even. I'm not gonna watch that movie, but I feel like if I did, I would. I don't know. I'd probably laugh at least one joke, but it would probably just be like the sheer stupidity of it, if that makes sense. Where like the joke isn't funny, but just the fact that they're even like trying to tell the joke kind of makes it funny. If you know.
So-
what I mean.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
I'll be honest, I can't remember the last comedy that I genuinely enjoyed. Like, it really might have been maybe Deadpool. I mean, which is, I'd say is overrated too, and I still say it might be the last comedy that I
Yeah,
actually really
Deadpool's
enjoyed.
a bit-
Yeah, I'm really trying to think. I don't know. I know
Pineapple
I-
Express
comedy
was
I
pretty
liked,
funny.
but
Wow.
Are you saying like just generally liked or like loved?
Like, probably
Alex
above
Love.
liked, but still below loved. Like, the one where I was like, man, this is really, like, this is a fun, like, this is enjoyable, like, where I really like it, I guess. I don't like it.
Okay.
When's the last comedy that got made?
That's the thing, comedies aren't really like bankable anymore.
Yeah.
They all just end up on Netflix or something.
And well, I'd say like so many comedies play it, I guess, kind of safe too now. So it's kind of like, you don't
A
really.
little bit, yeah.
Nothing ever is breaking. There's no like breaking of boundaries anymore. Like, I'll put it this way. I was going down the rabbit hole and found a bunch of old Dave Chappelle skits. Like, holy shit, they were funny. I forgot how good those were, and they still hold up as a thing. It's not like Waterboy, which
Oh,
you
yeah.
go back and go like, man, this sucks. But like
It's not like what?
Waterboy, where you go back and watch it and go,
Oh,
man, this
God.
sucks.
Yeah. Yeah, Adam Sandler isn't exactly.
Yeah, so like Dave Chappelle, like it was the one where it's the draft, but like all the races are like drafting like someone to their race, and
Right.
it's such a funny bit. And whenever Dave Chappelle does whiteface, it is hysterical. It is. Now, damn it, you need to cut it out there. Like, just the way he did it was so good. It was so funny. So he was like, Dave Chappelle is the delegate for the white race or whatever. It is so good.
Uh-huh.
Bill Burr's there as one of the commentators. It's a funny bit. But I was watching.
Did you see the Joe Rogan podcast with him?
Yeah.
That was a good one, actually.
Yeah, I know. It's one of the few ones where I actually kind of watched. Since it went to Spotify, like, I haven't really watched much of them, so.
Honestly, it's probably the only one that I've watched the entire podcast.
Oh, he had one guy on who was, it was, like, from military, like, wait, what? We were removed from matchmaking. He had one on where it was a guy who was like part of like military, like advanced weaponry and stuff like that, who was talking about some of that crazy shit and UFOs and things, which was pretty cool. So that's always fun.
I tried listening to the like Kanye West episode. I could not fucking get through that one.
Yeah, that was
Why does anybody like look up to that guy? Like, who looks at that guy and goes, yes, that is a man that just...
Well, I think overall he's made a positive I think overall he's made a positive transformation compared to where he was before. He's still not great, obviously. Like, he's still a wacko. But at least he's getting...
he's clearly just mentally ill.
Well, he's bipolar. And he's open about that now, the fact of like...
He doesn't like going on meds because he feels like it's going to inflict on his artwork. And of course he surrounds himself with a bunch of yes men who will allow him to do whatever he wants.
Well, here's the thing.
Like president.
He's not entirely wrong that it would probably
creative is kind of bullshit.
I still think there might be something to it, because I don't know. I think there's something still to it. Like, even like when I was struggling with depression, I think I could have been more creative then than like now. Like, I had some more to kind of pull from then. Like, now if I had to like try to create something, I have a hard time.
I'll tell you what, if I can trade being boring,
I mean,
the way that I am.
I mean, I made the trade. Like, now my any bit of like artistic ability I have is definitely a lot different than it was then. It's just a different kind, which I prefer. I prefer I guess you could say a bit more professional type of artistic. I'm not sure.
Right.
Like, I've gotten into writing a bit more, and I've gotten better at that, and I'm happy about that. So, that's nice.
I wouldn't necessarily say artistic just so much as just generally creative.
Well, I'd say creative. Yeah, creative is probably the best term for it. But yeah, so I've had to kind of work at different levels of creativity now than I probably would back then. But
right.
Again, it's a trade I'm glad to make.
Same.
And it's been fun also trying to get a little bit better at writing. That has been a little bit fun, so I've enjoyed that. I see why you like it, Tyler.
But I did try listening to that episode, and I just couldn't anymore. I listened for like 30 minutes, and I was like, this I can't do this with this guy. I really.
It was kind of like
the people that think that they're really smart just smelling each other's assholes is what I imagine that particular episode.
Well, it was kind of like, or it wasn't actually kind of like this one, but in a way, like, I couldn't finish it. Like the third Neil deGrasse Tyson time he was on,
yeah.
I'm not sure what like Neil deGrasse Tyson was doing, but like he just, for one, he would never just shut up and let like any conversation happen. He just
he
monologued for like
so fucking quickly.
Well, I'm also kind of tired of people treating every scientist like they're an expert in every field. Like, people are like, Neil deGrasse Tyson,
like
what's...
Bill Nye.
Yeah, well, Bill Nye's not even a scientist. He's an engineer. Like, his degrees in science are all honorary. He's not actually a scientist. He's a TV show host and an engineer, which is great and obviously immensely intelligent, but not the same thing.
Right.
Well, it's like Neil deGrasse Tyson does this kind of same thing where he kind of sometimes just kind of talks out of his ass a lot, and it's like, dude, you're an amazing astrophysicist, but you don't know a lot of stuff. Like, you start talking about sports science, and I was like, it's clear Joe Rogan knows more about sports science than Neil deGrasse Tyson does. And it's just kind of pain to watch. It's just, yeah. His other episodes with it, the first two are great. I love, like, for the most part, I like Neil deGrasse Tyson, don't get me wrong. Just, sometimes he can kind of be an arrogant asshole to a very high regard.
You hear that Ellen's show is canceled now?
I thought it's been. I
She's
didn't know.
gonna
I
do-
thought it was
she's gonna
canceled
do
before.
One more season, apparently.
And then, like, right after she, like, announced that she was canceled, that the show was canceled, she started talking about how, like, all those comments about a toxic workplace was, like, manufactured. Just like, man, that conversation has been going on for years.
I was
have
about
heard
to say.
for years that place is a nightmare to work at.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
And that Ellen is just generally a very shitty person.
You can
Listen.
tell that just by watching the damn show.
Oh,
to
I
be
know.
honest,
I know.
she's. I mean, like, you know, I'm not usually on like the oh boo hoo celebrities train, but like, I mean, she honestly is just very cruel to a lot of like the guests and stuff that she has on,
Especially if she does
Yeah,
not
like, she
agree
always-
with them.
and she always has to like one up everybody and stuff.
Oh no, she's a total one-upper.
Look, if you think she's bad, I mean, definitely watch Wendy Williams.
Oh God.
She's the fucking worst.
Can we just agree that all daytime talk show hosts are generally just garbage human beings?
Listen, if you're on mainstream
mean-
media, you're typically not genuine. I just have to. It's just genuine.
No, you are fake in some way.
Yeah, because that's just it. You became mainstream. It's like the song "Sell Out" by Real Big Fish. They kind of talk about it. They're basically like, "Yeah, we'll sell our soul. It'll be great. You know, we won't have any original thought anymore, and we'll just sit there and pander to whoever people want us to." Like that's the whole thing of the song. It's awesome, but also is one of the best ska songs that you'll ever find. But I love ska.
And even like Dr. Phil. I mean,
Oh
like,
yeah,
who actually thinks
Yeah.
that he's helping anybody? He's just a piece
Look,
of shit.
people who went on that show will tell you he doesn't help anyone.
of course not.
I love the guy. Wasn't it like a guy that was like a chronic masturbator or something, and he just like got up and walked out, and like Dr. Phil was just like, "Well, you're gonna sit here and listen to what I have to tell you." 'cause
It's
they're
like saying that
very
Jerry
rad."
Springer helps people. I mean, come on.
Yeah, it's just trash.
Yeah, trash TV.
And if you watch it, you're not trash, but you enjoy trash. And that's something to be examined about yourself, I think.
Right.
I don't know if you watch Jerry Springer. I'm just saying,
Look,
most
if you watch
people who
Jerry
I
Springer, you gotta know what you're getting into.
most people I know who watch Jerry Springer might have lived in a mobile house, you could say. I don't know.
A mobile home.
Yeah, or you know, maybe something that you would haul behind your truck or something, you know.
My dad lived in a trailer. But I mean, that's just because he couldn't afford to live anywhere else. When he first moved out.
And I doubt he would qualify under trailer trash. I can never imagine him being trailer trash. I can only imagine him living in a trailer. There is a difference. People don't really
But
live
yeah,
in trailers as
celebrities
much anymore.
suck.
Yeah, they really do.
And
And-
anyone who continues to do celebrity worship, it seriously needs to have their head checked.
I like
And-
McDonald's.
Do what?
It's spelled right.
Wonton camp.
McDonald's.
Oh.
McDonald's.
Bug surprise. Bug cry.
Cry. Yeah.
We got clan over
Be
here.
together. There was a like whole group of people, and their clan tag was "Mommy Milkers," like one of the previous games.
That is
Oh, what about like fisting Cortana, licking Cortana,
Oh
like
God,
it
terrible.
was just all of them doing sexual things to Cortana.
that is
I'm surprised.
something.
I don't know.
It was so funny.
It's considered an inappropriate TOS violating gamer tag, but licking Cortana somehow made it through.
Ain't that something?
Ain't that a fucking bitch? And I need to be licked. Like,
That's great.
I mean, it's genius. I
I
love
might
it.
I might have to make a
Just saying.
short of just us during like a process, like going through one of those things and just laughing at names.
Right.
That would be like 10 minutes.
Well, I mean, per podcast, how's that?
I was gonna say, we come across at least a couple every time.
Yeah.
Right.
Halo seems to have a lot of them.
Oh yeah. I'm sure Xbox Live in general does, it's just that I don't really play any other Xbox Live games besides Halo anymore.
I feel like maybe because names are limited and you can't have repeats, like people get more creative.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that.
It also makes it more special when you see one because you're like, you're the only one who has this if it's like regular letters.
Yeah. Well, now, like, they have this whole thing where you can just get a hashtag after
What?
your name. Like if you just, like, if I, like, were to go change my gamer tag right now and just put, like, Hayden, then it would say Hayden with, like, a hashtag and 4 numbers. Like how they do it, like, in Discord and Battle.net, where no name is, like, truly unique.
I don't like that. I like kind of the uniqueness of names.
Yeah, me too.
Though I could see where like maybe for maybe like professionals or streamers or anything like that, would be kind of irritating when they go to like a new service or a new game and like the name that they typically are branded with is like already taken.
Well, I mean, it's gonna be taken anyway. It's just you have a bunch of stupid numbers after it, which I don't know. I mean, who the hell has numbers after their name? What kind of fucking...
Oh yeah, who would do that? Some fucking assholes.
It's funny because I didn't even think about Nick either. I was like, wait a minute, like I'm making this joke at the expense of 2 people. That's just kind of fucked up.
Yeah, about to say
So
half our
so
crew.
when it's against me, it's perfectly okay. But God forbid when
Wait,
Nick is involved.
Does Troy have any in his?
No, he's just Exor.
That's right. Yeah. When it was back when it was Murley, I think it did, right?
Yeah, Merle 105.
Yeah, that was right. That's impressive. You still remember.
Fucking Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah. I remember everything. Not everything.
I still remember when Chin's cousin made a Spitty 069.
Oh, that wasn't his cousin. That was his friend Cliff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Spitty 069.
And for those who don't know, my old gamer tag was Spitty 098.
Yeah.
And whether Hayden remembers it or not, I still think he's the one who kind of created BBQ Barnes.
I don't remember that.
I mean, maybe I'm more creative than I thought, but I think it was you.
Let's get creative.
Green is not a creative color. God, that video is fucking nightmare fuel.
I still really love like what the first 3 or 4
Of what?
of
Oh,
Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared.
Scared. Yeah.
Yeah, but then like they kind of became aware of how famous they were.
Yeah. And that's never fun.
Nah.
The best thing to do is just do goofy shit like that regardless. And then if
Yeah.
people, you know, once it catches on, then just keep doing the same shit. Don't feel like you have to change.
Right.
People like weird shit today. It's just, you know, and I include
Well,
myself among those people.
It was
I
kind of
some
like
weird shit.
it was kind of like what I was saying that on Monday, where I was like, don't get me wrong, TikTok is just stupid as shit and it's just ridiculous and just like I hate it. But then someone brought to me the fact of, you know, we were the generation of, you know, RAR and I made cookies, but I eated them all and weird shit like that. So I mean,
I made you a cookie, but I eated it.
yeah. So like, I mean, that was also
Roar means
fucking
I love you,
stupid.
Dinosaur.
Yeah.
Yeah. We
And
can't
Charlie
claim
the
that was
Unicorn.
better.
Now, admittedly, I hated it back then too, but like the only reason I even put up with it is because girls seem to really like it for whatever reason, especially like the RAR stuff. Like, for some reason, a lot of girls were into that stuff, and I was just kind of like, fuck it, whatever. I was, you know, I was a fucking high
Those
school. I
are
was
the
like, man,
girls that are freaks in the bedroom but are too afraid to ask someone for ketchup packets at a restaurant.
They all think they're an anime villain until
Yeah.
someone confronts them.
aka Billie Eilish fan.
Listen, I
I like Billie Eilish. Honestly.
I really don't. I got nothing against. Like, I don't know anything about her as a person, but I do not
yeah,
care for her
nothing
music.
Latched
Nothing
on
against
to
her.
Bad Guy as a song.
Hmm?
Or
What'd you
kind
say?
of music is really.
You kind of blanked out there. What was that?
Oh, I think like a lot of people latched on to Bad Guy and for how like kind of like weird and out there that song is, but you listen to most of her music, it's not totally like that.
The
It's
only
not.
It's very quiet and emotional,
Yeah.
like how I would describe her
I
music.
just think it's the quiet part. Like I can't hear her, and she just kind of sounds like she's whispering or mumbling,
yeah.
like in all of her songs.
I mean, I can understand that.
And I just don't.
The only
I dig it still, but
It makes me feel like an old person for not liking her, because I'm just gonna be like
just
"Wake up."
noise.
well, it's okay because people gave her shit when she didn't know who like classic rock stars were.
I mean,
And
Well,
it was like,
that-
oh,
that-
she's what,
like,
she's 17.
yeah,
she's
like,
17
what the
out.
fuck?
Yeah.
It is kind of weird when you're in that industry, though. I would say.
That's when she first started breaking into that industry, though.
Well, that's
Yeah.
not fair then.
Yeah.
I would say that she's talented, just not, for me. But
Yeah, that's fair.
I think she's
she did, like,
fucking
a
stupid. No, I'm joking.
She did like a tiny desk concert, like those things that they do at NPR, and
Mhm.
some of those songs were actually pretty good. But
Yeah.
again, I just couldn't
It's just a
understand her.
style that you're not interested in.
Yeah.
That's fair.
The only like new artist I really listen to now is probably just Tom McDonald. Just he's probably the only one I guess now that I kind of go, yeah,
You
new
have
stuff.
Who's
Do
Tom
what?
McDonald again? I'm sorry.
He's a rapper.
Oh, like, what songs did he do?
Everybody Hates Me was good. Sober was really popular.
Damn it, Xbox.
It's not really one that you would probably. It probably won't be too much on the radio, but it does hit like
Gotcha.
top 10. It does hit top 10 every time he releases a song like on iTunes and stuff like that. So,
Gotcha. Okay.
but he recently did one song that was actually produced by Eminem as well, because like everyone was like, yeah, for some reason a lot of Eminem fans and a lot of Tom McDonald fans hate one another. And he's kind of like, the whole song was basically how he kind of looked up to Eminem, blah, 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 blah. He looked up to him in the past and, still looks up to him and thinks it's, yeah. So I think the song is, yeah, I think the song is like Dear Slim or whatever. And it's, not my favorite by him, but it was, so far has done really well in numbers.
The skinny white
But
rapper crowd
he-
is pretty competitive, I guess.
Well, the good part is he has a lot of range, so he's done like some of that rock or kind of that rock rap that was like more, just kind of Linkin Park style with some of the ones like Cloned Rapper and things like that, as well as some
Gotcha.
pretty good like hard rock stuff like Ashes, and one of the more recent ones, No Good Bastards, was probably one of the best punk rock songs I've heard in like a decade. It was like one of the, it's because like so far all the quote unquote like punk style music is not really that punk. It's like, yeah, if you can't get behind Disney, then fuck you. It's like, dude, come on, like, shut the fuck up.
Get
But,
behind Disney.
well, it's like they're all, I'm just saying,
Who's singing that?
I'm saying, they're basically all just kind of like very like establishment and calling themselves punk. It's just like not very punk. So,
Well,
No Good
all
Bastards.
Music is corporate today. That's the problem.
Well, so that's what I like about Tom McDonald is he self-produces. He doesn't
The
have
fact
any like.
that bands are made by auditions and committees,
Oh, I know.
as opposed to just,
Yeah.
hey, we're people that actually know each other. Let's get together and start playing music.
Well, it's part of why the reason I like Tom McDonald is because he's 100% independent. It's really just him and his girlfriend who makes all of it, and the stuff is
Oh,
triple A
yeah.
quality. And it's
Well, and even
again,
stuff like Mac DeMarco, where he kind of releases stuff on his own label. He's not a hip hop guy, but still.
yeah, no, there's a lot of people who have on my playlist now who are kind of just independent because I found it's, usually actually a lot better. Yeah,
Yeah.
they don't shy away from controversial
Well,
things. They sit
I mean,
there
to be
and
fair, like
actually try new things,
even
which is
back
good.
in, like the '60s and all that stuff. Supposedly the age when music was quote unquote better. Like, there was garbage shit too, and there
There's
was
always garbage
shit
shit
that was
every
popular.
age.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but like my whole thing is like Rage Against the Machines is pretty much now a rage on behalf of the machine, right? Like it's there's no there's very little punk anymore, and that's kind of depressing for me. I like punk.
I mean, I don't really like punk that much. It's too disorganized for my taste.
See, I enjoy it. Like one of my favorite playlists on SiriusXM is that Faction Punk station, which again a lot of times plays stuff and I'm like, man, this ain't fucking punk, but occasionally play some really good punk. So
We could do early Red Hot Chili Peppers where you can't understand what the fuck he's saying.
you know, I'm not a big fan of that
Right.
punk. I'll be honest. I'm not a fan of early.
Now.
I'm not a big fan of early Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Say what?
I'm not a big fan of like a lot of the early Red Hot Chili Pepper stuff, to be honest.
Yeah. All the punk people are like, that's when they lost their soul, man, is when you can understand what the fuck the guy was singing.
Now, here's also a question. Some people list ska as a type of punk. Should that be right?
I don't even know what
I'm
ska
about to say, I have.
is.
I'll be honest. I have no reference for that. So
Ska is punk with horns. That's what ska is.
That's actually pretty close. Yeah. You never listen to the Mighty Mighty Boss Tones, Tyler? Or Real Big Fish? Or
probably
I mean, there's some. I mean, some people list Smash Mouth and ska. I wouldn't, but a lot of people do. Some of their songs. But
yeah, I have no idea.
Hayden's actually pretty close when he says punk with horns. Punk with horns and terrible singing. Like that's ska.
Who was this band that did that?
And
it's
I
like
love it.
Never had to knock on wood or whatever. Is that the Mighty Mighty Boss Tones?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. And like No Doubt with Gwen Stefani. Like that's what she got started with.
Yeah, Gwen Stefani did start.
Ska
Yeah.
group.
Yeah. Yeah, I do.
They do
Now she's
was
doing
so
country music
popular.
with her husband.
Joy.
Who knew that would happen?
Yeah, I as far as I'm concerned, Gwen Stefani stopped existing after Hollaback Girl, but the fact that that's just already been what, like a kinky midget, hell yeah.
Hell yeah!
There's also a grungy mermaid.
Oh, where?
Yeah,
Yep,
Panda
Bunch of
Avenger.
movies. Dutch banger.
I think a kinky midget might take it for this round.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Ugh.
That one needed to be on the same team as I Need to Be Licked.
That's all like
I
big
need to
teams.
like
yeah.
actually write these down so that I can remember, because like we
Yeah, I
always
know,
laugh
right?
at them and then we can never remember what the fuck they were.
Screw it. It will do no views, but I'm gonna make a short where it's just us laughing at the names for this game.
Please do. I'll download it and keep it on my phone forever.
It's kind of like
My
when I
phone
did that.
bad.
It's kind of like when I did that short of y'all interrupting Nick's going live.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
Yeah.
It did like no views, but I still thought it was fucking
I
funny.
imagine.
Oh.
Says
So Hayden, you know more about streaming than I do. Do people watch early morning streams?
Europeans and Australians do.
I'm about to say it's middle of the day for someone.
Yeah.
Cause I get up at 4:30 every day and I do nothing for like
Yeah.
a straight hour.
Well, you will find an audience.
You might actually find a pretty decent audience. And all.
Coffee and Halo.
Because I get up at like 6 or 7 some days, and then I'm watching like Australian streamers just before they go to bed. So
I figured for I was like, you know, if I do that, there would probably be for one less competition as well.
That's
you could
kinda-
think
that's
that,
kinda-
but
Well, I
I
mean,
don't know.
there's less people there than it is in America, is what I'm saying. So it's probably
I mean,
going.
look, when I advertised my videos on Reddit, I mean, I got more attention like during the night than I did during the day.
Yeah, I know a lot of my shorts get more traction at night than during the day. They haven't been doing as well. They've been only doing like 700 to 1,000.
Right.
Yeah,
You
my
get back
shorts are in the
you get
dryer
back-
right now.
Get back into game
They're
reviews
doing
at
pretty
some
good.
point.
I would like to. I'm trying to figure out time to do that as well as like my other shit that just, God, it's getting difficult.
I've thought about doing like, not video essays, but like, well, yeah, I guess video essays, but for video games,
That would be pretty good.
and not even just to like, I don't know, just to see if I could even do it. I'd probably put the video as just unlisted or something.
See, and I'm also like working right now to get some more summit stuff going.
Okay.
So we are doing a mastermind group here coming up, and we have like some people signed up, which is awesome because they're paying like $200 a pop. So
Right. Yeah, I have a few scripts going, but I mean, it's just finding the time now.
yeah,
'Cause that's the thing, like you.
No,
gotta
Tyler,
find-
no,
you
Tyler, it's
gotta
not-
find time for it.
Tyler, it's not finding the time. It's you got to make the time.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Sorry, I forgot I'm speaking to Mr. Summit. Fucking
I mean, I actually agree with that.
I mean, it's
no,
yeah.
no, I completely agree with it too. Yeah.
But I mean, when
gotta-
someone says find time, they mean the same exact fucking thing.
Yeah. It's,
Well,
yeah.
I guess we would, but there are a lot of people like, I just don't have time. Well, make fucking time. I remember one of Arnold's quotes was like, well, you know, he was like, well, people say, you know, I don't have time to work out this much. I work this long, and I want to be able to sleep that. I'll only be able to sleep like 5 hours then. And he goes, okay, well, sleep faster, sleep better, sleep the 5 hours, and go from there.
How does one sleep faster?
Well, what it means is really just if you're healthier and actually do stuff right, 5 hours of sleep will be more refreshing than 8 hours. Because when you sleep for 8 hours or 9 hours and you're just kind of lazy all through your day, if you track your sleep, what you'll notice is you're really not ever really in deep sleep, but for maybe 2-3 hours of it anyway. If you get to a point where you can get your deep sleep and your kind of just REM sleep to just 4 or 5 hours for the entire time you're asleep, you'll be more well rested in 5 hours than you would like 8 or 10. And it usually happens if you're very active. So like when I was like hiking the Grand Canyon, that night I didn't sleep for maybe but 5 hours, but I was so fucking busy hiking the fucking Grand Canyon. When I went to bed, man, I went right into deep sleep. And when I woke up, I was refreshed as hell.
Nice.
And same thing kind of with a kid. Like, you know, I'm getting a lot less sleep, but I feel just as well rested as ever. Except for the night where he didn't wake me up, strange enough, and I felt actually, I slept in and felt awful. So you can sleep better. It's just you gotta probably just change up some habits.
Right.
Like this is definitely not a good habit right before bed.
No, it's not.
It happens.
all
I
the
actually know
blue
my-
light
I
exposure.
know my parents actually like put on a rule when I was a kid, like no video games like an hour before you go to bed.
So I mean, for the most part on non-streaming days, that's kind of my rule too. I'll typically like read a book for 30 minutes prior to bed.
I'm about to say I'll usually just kind of putz around a little bit around the house.
Yeah.
I usually watch TV for
That's
like an
not good.
hour or 2 or 3.
That's not good.
Yeah, fuck it.
Yeah, for the most part, if I'm reading a book, works out really well. Or I'll do like a breathing exercise and, you know, almost
Right.
get like fucking, you know, Wim Hof high over here and just zone out. It's kind of nice.
Look, I would have said like it back in our old place, like after streaming, I would have just taken the dog on a little night walk, but can't do that around here now these days.
Why not?
Why is that?
My neighborhood is not that fantastic.
Ah,
Oh, okay.
I love the apartment we're in, but like the neighborhood just sucks at night.
we have like our next door neighbors party a lot, but like they're good people, so it's not
Yeah.
a big deal. Like, don't get me wrong, you walk by and it reeks of pot, but it's like, you know, that's kind of it.
I was about to say, sometimes whenever I go out into the hallway, it's loud. It's a loud smell.
Loud smell.
Loud smell. I mean, it's better than you know, Tyler and Nick hear domestic violence below and God.
Or what about
Yeah,
the
there's that.
what about the person below when they were just like the lesbian couple having just super loud sex?
Look,
Oh
I
yeah,
don't
that
know.
was a different one.
I don't know
Yeah.
what that girl was doing, but she needed to write a book so I could read it.
I'm about to say she needs to teach some classes. However, then again, like after I guess they broke up or something like that, because there was like a couple nights in a row where I just heard crying, and that was kind of just depressing.
Yeah.
I mean, she's not only loud with sex, she's also a loud crier, so that wasn't
Very
Bitch, just
vocal
obnoxious.
human being. I was gonna say.
It stopped being hot a while ago. Now it's just sad.
Oh god, that's
Why
funny.
is that considered hot though? Like I mean, like when you really break it down to like the base level.
Well, when you see Hayden, when a woman cries, no, I'm joking. I know that's not
No,
what he's
no,
talking
like-
about. I know.
I'm about to say, you know damn well what I'm talking about. Don't make
No,
me out
it's
to be
just-
a weirdo. Or at least more of a weirdo.
No, it's just that you hear a woman, having a time of her life down there, and just like
No,
I don't
but
know.
I mean like with another woman.
Hold on, I'll be
specific.
right back.
I mean, it's not really. I mean, just because you're imagining two girls doing it, I guess. I don't know.
But I mean, what about two girls doing it is hot? I guess is what I'm trying to get down to.
Hey, there's some things that people sometimes are just naturally attracted to, and we don't understand. We just don't. I don't understand why I'm I really look at a vagina objectively, and would you go, oh yeah, I just want to bury my face in it? Like, not entirely.
Oh,
But
I
at
gotta
the
get
same-
it down.
Look,
Oh,
it's like
damn, it's
certain
boarding
kind-
action too.
Sorry. It's like certain kind of wines. It's just an acquired taste.
Jeez.
A taste some of
God,
us
these-
love.
These clan tags here.
I thought you were
Yeah,
kicked out.
bro. No. In the last game, I mean, the
Oh.
team we were just in. Brobama, Trump, small PP, oh whoa, what's this? Hillary Clinton, one that I can't say on stream. 420. Just we had some characters on the red team.
Yeah, well, I mean, I changed my clan tag before I started streaming to make sure that when I streamed, it wouldn't be getting two
An
debates.
issue.
Yeah.
Well, my
This
shit
one
just
is this one is pretty bad.
froze. Oh, and my shit just turned off.
What?
My Xbox froze and then it's restarting now.
Oh.
Yeah, and I got kicked out of just like I heard like all the players connected, and then I just got kicked out to the main menu.
Oh damn.
Well, I mean, it's pretty late, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's almost 11:30.
Yeah.
It's been a good night.
I'm about to say it's nice that we're getting back to this.
Yeah.
Yeah, and some Monday we're gonna have to all play like Sea of Thieves with Troy. Well, I
Yeah.
guess Tyler, you can't do that on Mondays, but still. Maybe
Sea of Thieves on Fridays. I don't know.
yeah. I won't be here this Monday, so there's that. But
Oh,
This-
is that your traveling day?
yeah, I gotta drive like fucking 6 hours to where I'm
Drive. Ugh.
to Jacksonville, North Carolina.
Jacksonville is 6 hours away from you.
It's probably like 5. It's just that trying to get through traffic when I'm going to be leaving and all that. I'm just going to say 6.
Oh, because I was gonna say like where you are is like 5 hours away from me.
It's here's the thing. If it was a straight highway, like if I was going to was it Wilmington or Williamsburg? No, what was it? Williamsburg? Is it
Wilming-
Williamsburg?
Is it Wilmington's the one on the coast?
Okay, Wilmington. Yeah. So like Wilmington would be about 4 hours because it stays on the straight fucking highway to get there. But to get to Jacksonville, there's just there's some of these back roads you gotta take, and it's just a pain in the ass, and it just takes forever.
Did you know that Jacksonville, North Carolina is the youngest city in the United States demographically?
Really?
Really?
The average age is 22 years old.
Huh.
Yeah. The I really don't care for the place that much, but I gotta go there. Fun.
It happens.
Then I got some other places. I don't know. I might quit. I don't know.
But you know what's really cool on the Series X? Sorry to like completely change the topic.
Go for it.
Is you can have like moving themes now,
Mm-hmm.
and one of the themes is just the original Xbox like dashboard thing. Like
Oh,
when you
that's
started it
awesome.
without a disc in. So like on my home screen now, I've got like that like green blob with like the Xbox like honeycomb type thing all around it.
That's awesome. I miss the original Xbox.
Yeah. I miss like I don't know. Yeah, the original Xbox and then like the 360 era when they were ahead of the game.
Hey, I'm at 266 subscribers now. Woohoo!
Oh, nice.
You've only got 734 more to go, and then you can get monetized.
Woo!
Oh, yeah.
Some dude
mean,
named
whatever,
Poop
yeah.
Man subscribed. All right.
Pooh Man? I'm sorry, did you say Pooh Man?
Poop.
Poop
Poop?
Man. So he's evolved from poo. He's poop.
So one of my videos just hit the YouTube shelf apparently, so that's good.
Oh, nice.
I'm seeing it update live at, it's like, yeah, it's at 290 views, 300 views, 310 views.
Damn.
See the great mighty Pooh.
All it is just, I just did a short of the ending of Halo 1 on Legendary. Just kind of went, nah, screw it, I'll put this out.
Oh, the one you posted today?
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that.
People did not like the one I put up there with destroying the Pelican on the first level of Halo 3. I mean, I'd say people did not like it. It has over 700 views and only like 4 dislikes, but that's way more dislikes than I'm used to.
Hey, at least got 700 views on it.
Yep. Yeah, I gotta keep thinking up ideas. I started making thumbnails for shorts too, because I found that actually does help my view count for regular views too.
Oh, I thought you couldn't do thumbnails on short.
You can't. So if you find the video on your phone, it won't show up as a thumbnail. But if you're on PC, it will show up as a thumbnail.
Oh, okay.
And also, people who watch on PC count towards watch time, while actual people who watch on shorts, it does not count towards watch time.
Gotcha.
Because I mean,
Weird.
if you're talking about shorts watch time, that one short I have of like, I think it's like Beyblade versus Scarab would have almost already put me at like what's needed. Like, it's a crazy amount of time on that one, but it's almost 20,000 views. So how much watch time is on it?
I'd say what's your watch time in general?
For qualifying for getting monetized, only at like 193.
Oh, okay.
But like one short usually generates over that, and watch time, just they don't count shorts as watch time.
Okay.
So the only thing, and especially now I haven't made a video in so long, that only watch time I'm getting is people who either watch or rewatch streams. That's about it.
Yeah.
So yeah, most of my watch time is stream related now.
I mean, it's something. It's getting you there.
Oh yeah, well, yep, that video is now at 400 views. So yeah, it's definitely hitting that shelf. And I just went up another subscriber. Yay!
Hooray.
Shorts are amazing. I mean, I think they're stupid, but people like them, so that works for me. So if you subscribe to a channel because of one of the shorts, I'm sorry I said shorts are stupid, but just I think they're a
I don't know,
total
I
waste of fucking time.
I don't know. I like shorts because they're funny enough. I can somehow use them in my videos.
That's true.
So.
My whole thing is like, it's too easy to go down rabbit holes with them, which means you just waste too much fucking time and, turns you into a lazy bastard.
Yeah, honestly.
that's the only reason I really hate shorts and TikTok and all that jazz. Like I
Plus,
think,
they ruined my recommendation feed.
yeah, that's true.
But you know the thing is, I hate how recommendation feeds work because I watched that one Ben Shapiro video where he's talking to Gina Carano. The moment I clicked off that video, I didn't even finish the video. I just clicked off it. Suddenly, my recommendation feed was all about old Ben.
That's funny. No, yeah, I get that
God
sometimes. Like
fucking
I'll
damn
watch, I watched like one thing by like one creator, and next thing you know, I have their entire playlist and just like locked in,
Oh, yeah.
just
Yeah,
nonstop.
the YouTube algorithm's a bit screwy.
Yeah.
Cat has the
God
baby
damn it.
with her.
I did not want all of that.
Yeah, no. 1 second. Oh,
Sure.
well, up another subscriber. Yay.
Nice.
And now it's at 500 views.
Damn.
It's going up like 100 every like minute. How long will it keep going up is the question.
Who
Oh, yeah.
knows?
Are you streaming?
Yeah, I am. So don't get on camera because, you know, you're in a bra. Oh, come here. Oh, hey. Look at the camera, people.
Huh?
Hey, look at the camera.
Oh, it hasn't popped up for me.
Look. Hey. You looking so confused at it, buddy. Do you see him?
Oh, look at him.
Look at that.
He's gonna be a good old streamer one of these days.
God, I hope not.
By the time he's 27, they'll probably be fucking streaming in
Love you,
virtual
buddy.
reality.
When he starts playing Fortnite, you better knock that shit out of his hands.
Beat down a little bit here.
Stop that!
I'll get up there.
Start singing Chug Jug with you and it'll all be over.
that is a face.
I know. He is adorable. Oh wait. I'm gonna pull up a picture and show on here real quick.
Show it on where?
Well, I guess it'll be on the camera up there, but it will still do.
Oh.
There's one like really super adorable picture of him,
Mhm.
Uh-huh.
which I might have actually sent to y'all. I actually have no idea. I send too many baby pictures as
Is
is.
it the one of him in the basket?
Yeah.
Look,
It's
you
a-
sent me that one where he was in the basket, and I was just like, oh my god, my fucking heart.
Yeah, that was great. And he had it. Not actually we saw on Facebook, but we got like pictures done of him too, like from an actual photographer. So
Mm-hmm.
some more adorable baby pictures.
Yeah, I saw that on Facebook.
I'm not on Facebook, so I didn't see it.
Um,
Nobody ever pays me in gum.
Well, yeah, so we got it. I don't know, just so many good pictures of him already. Hey, look at that.
I'm sure we'll see it here soon.
Boop, ba-doop, boop, boop. Right now I'm protecting Garrus and Mass Effect 2.
Nice.
And look at that.
Oh.
I love how all the viewers we have dropped off.
I'll watch the VOD in a second.
That's funny. I'm just gonna I'm probably just gonna sit here and wait till I want to see kind of how far this
Oh.
number keeps going up. It's at 700. Now will it stop or will it continue on? Oh, I'm at 270 subscribers. People really
Nice.
like this. I thought this would be the dumber one that no one would like.
I'll be honest, I kind of expected that one to do pretty well.
Really? All it was the ending of Halo.
Because you gotta think, people love short, like funny short clips.
I just think it builds up nostalgia. I just think that's all it really is. They go,
What builds
oh
up
yeah.
nostalgia?
The short I posted was just the this is it, baby. Hold me. That's it.
That shit's fucking hilarious.
725. Man, this is like watching my AMC stock right here. Just keeps going up.
Let's hope it
Diamond
keeps going
hands,
up.
bitches. Hey, listen, if it reaches like if it does what GameStop did, I would have over 100 grand. So
Damn. What would you do with all your newfound wealth?
I would buy a Bitcoin.
A Bitcoin.
1 Bitcoin, please.
I mean, it's like $50,000 for one Bitcoin right now. So
So that's 2 Bitcoins.
yeah, but I would also want to. I'd want to put some way in other things as well. Maybe like Ethereum coin as well as some
You can
Litecoin.
spend it on your fucking kid. No, I'm kidding.
I
Hey.
don't know. I just pay off my debt. But that's
See,
me.
I only got like $2,000 in debt, so I would pay that off, and then I would probably keep 15,000 in the stock market to do day trading with, because you have to have a minimum of 10,000 to be officially a day trader. So that would allow me to trade more often, which would be nice. And then I'd take, I'd buy 1 Bitcoin for sure, and then I probably would buy some Ethereum, and then I might buy me like one nice thing for myself. I don't know what it would be. Maybe a new gun. That would be kind of fun. But
I thought you said you're some gum.
yeah,
I
if Big
you-
League
I mean,
Chew
it
has
might be a
gone
big
up in
spender.
price so much. I just can't afford it anymore. God, it's at 800 views now. 836 views now. It just keeps climbing. How did it go down in views? I don't know how that works. It went down to 822 views. 840 views. God, that's just crazy how shorts work. It's stupid. It's so stupid. See, the way how I get fans for wanting to watch the streams is that I just make shorts, and then eventually someone goes, "Who's this fucker streaming on my subscriber list?" I had one person join one of my streams and literally say like, "Yeah, to be honest, I had no idea who you were. You just showed up on my subscribers. I guess I subscribed to you at some point." I was like, "Hey, awesome."
Hey.
200 or 860. And the good part is they've already said they're going to monetize shorts. So when
that's
that
good.
happens, that'll be nice. Right now you have to.
Regardless of, sorry, what were you gonna say?
No, it's here that if they monetized it, then all the watch time from shorts would count to monetized watch time, which would put me in the at that point all I'd have to get to was 1,000 subscribers, and that would be it because I already have the watch time built up.
Yeah, that'll
So-
definitely be good for people who do memes on YouTube.
Right now, you have to be invited to the program to make money off it because it's just a trial run to see how it works. So they're inviting certain creators to do it.
gotcha.
So, probably more of the, already established people, they're all getting invites saying that basically, I think they said they had like $10 million that is just a set amount they're going to use for it right now, and just spread it out to the people who are creating shorts who are like top of the top who've been invited to that list. So obviously I will not be expecting an email from them anytime soon. Plus, because I, for some reason, made a unique email for my YouTube channel, and that means I also very rarely ever check it.
Oh, yeah, you should probably check that.
Let's see.
What's going on Twitch right now?
You should raid somebody, James.
I don't know what that is.
It means bring your viewers from one channel to another. Like you just directly segue into somebody else's.
Yeah, I'm sure the one person will really help with that.
Every raid's appreciated, no matter how big or how small.
Yeah.
I've like never, I haven't looked at these emails in so long, so I have like emails saying like, "Hey, here's how many people super chatted you like last month." And I'm like, "Yeah, one." Yeah.
What the hell is super chat?
like a donation in Twitch.
Oh.
So it's just like a chat message, and it's, it's like, hey, here's $5, and it shows up more prominently for everyone to see and all that.
That's cool.
Oh yeah, I've had one. It's almost at 1,000 views.
Woo. I feel like we're watching the ball drop, but in reverse.
It's gonna go up, and at 271 subscribers. I like how like on my screen because the stream's still going right now, and like on the stream it's nothing. It's just me acting like an idiot.
Just like a hang in there, baby, like a cat poster or something.
No, now the new thing is Diamond Hands. Never give up.
What the hell is that? Oh,
Yeah, it's
it's like you lost me.
it's gorillas and Diamond Hands. That's the new things.
Diamond Hands.
Lost
And soon
me.
we will
Hip young lingo.
And soon we'll all have all the chicken tendies.
Oh, stop.
Chicken tendies.
Well, there's a sea shanty song about the GameStop stocks, and it's fucking great. It is.
Jesus.
That was a meme
Sea
that came and left just too quickly. The sea shanties
What?
were great. Sea shanties, yeah. 1,000 views. All right.
Nice.
All right. Now time for bed. Thank you, everybody. See you probably next Friday. Yeah. All right.